up the episode when we found out we got Taurean Prince. I said it then. I think this nigga's a terrorist. So I'm not changing up how I felt. Nothing's changing. This isn't like, oh, game 1 of the preseason, Taurean Prince. No. I always thought he was a terrorist. I'm just saying, when it comes to other players, I'm acknowledging in terms of Laker fans, I am a part of the problem because I'm watching J Hood. I loved J Hood going into the season. Right. Watch game 1, I am like halfway in, halfway on J Hood, and it's not even his fault. He's a rookie point guard, and point guard is one of the hardest positions to come into the NBA and learn how to play. I get that. Yeah. But nigga, I'm trying to win a ring, man. Put him at the 2. He don't need to be a point guard right now. He missing easy reads, and I get it. I'm being very overly critical. He's still learning. He has steps to learn. But man, I'm not feeling it. He missing wide open guys on the edge. You got terrorists pointing like, yo, what you doing? If Taurean Prince is telling you what are you doing with the ball, get the ball out of his hands, man. That is a backup 2 guard. I don't like it. I ain't like what I seen. I ain't like our energy. Our energy looked trash. The Warriors like they was out there trying to build glamour. You know, they trying to build passion. They look like they was passionate to play basketball. We was out there. I like AD's energy. I like D'Lo energy. Rui, everybody that came back from last year, great energy. Max Christie, great energy. These new niggas, hey man, y'all on the short leash.
Damo, it's the preseason, bro. Relax, bro. Relax.
I did just get on the crew, Damo. If you can give me a second to figure it out.
Y'all gonna be all right, bro. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all the top 5 seed.
Did y'all see Cam Reddish? Did y'all see him on that basketball? He didn't even like an NBA player. He didn't even like an NBA player out there. And I get it. Iffy. Preseason basketball. It was game 1 of the preseason, super early.
But no, Damo, I don't think you part of the problem with it. You just analyzing the truth because there's a lot of Laker fans who open gas and delusional. Just because he having an honest perspective of what's going don't make him the problem.
SB, no, I disagree. First and foremost, he just said the dudes that came back, he liked what he saw from them because they've been together. These dudes who just got on the crew, yo, I just got the job. Can I meet the fellas? Can I hang around y'all a little bit? Can we get some camaraderie first before you shit me out, Damo? And tell me
Gabe Vincent had good energy. That's another guy. That's a new guy that I was happy to. Gabe Vincent, his energy was cool. From what I seen from Jackson Hayes, I wasn't too disappointed. So some of the new guys look pretty solid. Again, I'm just looking at energy. I don't care about your shots falling. The shots that you was getting up, something I cared about. A lot of guys was getting up good shots. I'm cool with that. I just wanted to see energy. I wanted to see how y'all was reacting on the court. You look at the Warriors, they knew niggas had all the energy in the world. They knew guys was playing like they had something to prove. And I thought that's what we was coming out there with. Christian Wood, listen, I understand Christian Wood been in the game for some time. I understand Christian Wood is still learning. But if he looking like that, hey man.
You good? You good, Damo?
I'm good, man. I don't
straight.
I just care about energy.
What do you expect? What do you expect from the Lakers, bro? Y'all too cool. Y'all too cool to care, bro. Y'all too cool to care.
No, we are not.
Y'all wait till the season start, bro. It's hard, bro. Y'all way too cool, bro.
I feel you. I'm just saying every game matters, and in these
games,
winning and losing don't matter. Winning and losing don't matter. But playing energy matters, man. The Warriors playing like they cared, and I'm telling you, that's gonna go a long way. The Warriors are gonna be a lot better than niggas give them credit for because they play.
What's a lot better? What's a lot better? What's a lot better, Damo?
Well, one again, just preseason. I can already see how Chris Paul and Steph might end up working if they start together. I will say that because Chris Paul, like he got in there and he been studying since he put on the Warriors jersey. So
I told y'all it wasn't gonna be that bad. Y'all overreact to everything.
It's gonna be bad. It's the preseason, Rob. It's gonna be bad.
I told y'all that's not gonna be that bad.
Don't let just because Damo's overreacting to some Laker propaganda bullshit. This is gonna be bad, Ron.
What did I? All right.
First off, wait. We gonna get to the Warriors. We're gonna get to the Warriors. First off, I just want to ask Damo, Bob. I'm coming right back to that. I want to ask you, who's all on the Damo skating on thin ice on the Lakers team?
I've been thought Taurean Prince was a terrorist, so he's just confirming my beliefs. Taurean Prince, he's an active terrorist. I don't care what nobody say. He is on terrorist watch. Literally, if it's a code, he's code red on terrorist watch all the time. Man, J Hood. Yeah, J Hood's on the short leash because we're trying to win. If he needs to, and I'm talking as a point guard. He's on terrorist watch as a point guard because he might be better to be a 2 and just score more because he got good moves. He can get to the basket. He's shifty. He has a nice pace of play. I like him getting to the basket trying to score, but being a point guard for us, and again, that's for the second unit. Terrorist watch if you're my point guard. And Cam Reddish, I just didn't like how Buddy looked on the court. I know it's preseason, but if you got 10 NBA players on the court and one of them don't look like an NBA player, no matter if it's preseason, training camp, no matter where it is, open gym runs or Rico Hines, you're going to point that out. Like, yo, this guy don't like he deserves, like he wants to be here. Not deserve it. He don't like he wants to be there.
By the way, Big Ox, it's not just the preseason. That's the first preseason game. That's it. It's not like we deep into the preseason and we're getting close to the regular season and we're still trying to juggle lineups. It's the first preseason game where we rolling dudes out. And already Damo is like, yo, get him off the floor, get him off the floor. Fire him, cut him. This dude ain't ready.
I ain't saying fire nobody. I ain't blaming Robin Head for nothing yet. I ain't blaming Robin Head.
You already got okay. So nobody's getting fired yet. However, it's some dudes, according to Damo, that's already on suspension and on final notice already. That if I see one more of these and you getting called into the supervisor's office, your ass is up out of here. That's Damo already. I literally just got the job.
Build good habits, man. You go watch the Timberwolves play. They building good habits over there. It would be different if I didn't see other teams play this preseason. I watched the Pistons preseason game. The Suns are building good habits. Those guys are their star players are giving effort. All their guys played, they gave effort. That's all I'm caring about. I'm not caring about the outcome of the game, us winning or losing. I don't care about that. I don't care how good you shot from the field. It's how did you look on the court? That's all I cared about. Are we building good habits? No, we're not. One, LeBron wasn't there. Reeves wasn't there. Yeah. So maybe they'll lead by example. So some guys like, all right, well, LeBron going hard. Cool, I'll go hard. I didn't like the fact that AD was going hard and you still had guys looking lost in the headlight. No reason Christian Wood should look like that and AD's playing that hard. But again, I'm just talking about effort. That's it. I'm not talking about actual skill and outcome, just effort.
Wow. To watch my team play.
Wow. For a preseason game, it's crazy.
Mook, not a preseason game. The first preseason game. Like we barely got started. We barely got started, Mook. We just got started.
OG, y'all came in the middle. But yeah, it was just Damo was just trying to figure out, was he the problem with his team? I told him no, he's not a problem because he's critical of his team. I think he's perfectly right. Because a lot of Lakers fans are delusional.
I want to know, how do y'all see perfect timing? This super chat. How do y'all even know all this shit was going on? Like the only sports I watched this weekend was game 1 of the WNBA finals. I don't even understand how y'all.
Which I was going to talk to you, Big Ox.
Only thing that matters is like I told y'all, them guards can't keep up with these guards. I want y'all to know that. I told y'all this already, and it's happening. You got Courtney Vandersloot hitting the sides of rims, damn near breaking backboards. While Jackie Young and Kelsey Plum giving you 26 and 5 each. While the point guard is out here dropping 26 and 9. And let's not forget about the defense.
Hold on, Big Ox. Big Ox, you think the Aces winning?
If you've been paying attention, you would know the Aces are winning.
No, they
and then you got the defensive player. That's fine. That's your opinion. That's fine. But you got the defensive player of the year who got snubbed for MVP. You know what I'm saying? So y'all would have seen the defense she was playing yesterday if you would have been watching. But that's okay. That's okay.
And we can
keep hyping these sick ass preseason games.
I'm glad you brought the defense up that she was playing, Big Ox, and the defense that was getting played on her by Jaquel until she got in early foul trouble. Because she was handling Asia. And not only was she handling Asia, on the other end of the floor, I don't think the Liberty play inside nearly enough. I don't think that they go to Jaquel as much as they should, especially in the half court.
She was bullying stuff. From the beginning of the game.
I was trying to figure out, I'm like, go to her more. Why are y'all not going to her? One of the keys for the Aces, and I love this about Asia. Asia gets out in the open floor. She runs. She runs the floor. Not only does she run the floor, Kelsey knows she run the floor. And when she running, that's why she rebound the way she do, Big Ox. That's why she rim protect the way she do. Because when she running the floor, she know that they're going to get her the basketball. And that's universal in basketball. When your big man or your big girl is running the floor and you get them the ball, they play harder. They rebound harder. They rim protect. They do all of those things. So I like what I saw from the Aces. but it's one game.
It's one game. Chill down. Hold on. Liberty had one of their worst performances they had in the second half, bro, in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
Like I said,
17.
But it's not. It's not because they just played bad. It's because did you not see what the Aces was doing? I watched every single second of that game. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what you were saying, Jaquel, she can't keep up with Asia. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, but like Asia's second jump is too quick. She attacks. She's too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She like Jaquel's still coming down, backpedaling. Asia's already jumping for that rebound, going right back up with it. So she can't keep up with Asia for a full game. She's just not. She's not ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Bob, you right. You right. Go ahead. Finish your sentence.
I mean, Stewie can't carry that squad when you got that firepower coming from Kelsey, Chelsea, and Jackie. Ron, I've been telling you this since the season started, bro. Like Courtney, I know Courtney is nice. I know Sabrina is nice, but they're just outmatched, and they're severely outmatched, bro. It's not even close.
So I'm the same logic.
Hey Bob, you need to host PC WNBA.
Oh, that's coming.
I'll try, man. I was trying, man.
That's coming. See, man, that's the thing. Y'all go to a 5-star restaurant, y'all want them to bring all the dishes out at once. Bring me the entree, bring me the salad, bring me the dessert. Y'all relax. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, but in terms of that game and just that series, Bob, everything you said is correct. But also, you gotta understand the backcourt disparity. It's the same thing in the front court disparity. Now you can say, "Oh, they got Asia Wilson. She's an MVP. She's the defensive player of the year." Last I checked, Jonquel got an MVP 2021, and Stu's the current MVP. So I'm the same way that they're outmatched in the backcourt is the same way that the Aces are outmatched in the front court. We have Asia got to deal with two people.
I mean, but that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Ron. Like Asia can keep up with them. Those guards
she can't keep up with two people at once. She can't keep up with two people at once.
She just did. Like, I mean, if you're not watching the game, bro, like I know you was watching some of the games. I know for a fact you was watching. But
did you see how good they played?
How good
the disparity wasn't Asia Wilson wasn't the difference in that game.
Stewie might have had Stewie. I didn't say she was the difference. What I said was that the disparity is way different from the guards and the bigs. Like if you looking at it, like Stewie might have had 21, but she didn't play good.
Okay, then. So what?
No, but I'm not saying she did not play good because she just wasn't playing good. She didn't play good because Asia in everything. Her hand is on everything. Becky Hammond is willing to allow Jonquel to bully Stokes because the Aces
that's the point I'm getting at.
But okay, so what I'm saying, Ryan, is we'll live with that. Like Jonquel can bully Stokes all she wants. That's not going to win in the game.
She will bully Stokes to a WNBA championship. That is the point I'm making. She will, and she'll bully Stokes and she'll bully Asia Wilson to a WNBA championship. My thing is, hey, Asia did what she was supposed to do. She got Jonquel in foul trouble.
And then the thing about it, Ron, the crazy thing about it is this game was never. It was close in the first half, but this game was a blowout. If Marine Johansson don't come off the bench shooting these crazy joints that game, where they would have beat them girls by 40. She went 1 for 10 from the whole playoff. So don't expect that again in game 2.
I'm not expecting her to go 1 for 10, and I'm not expecting her to continue to make one-legged threes. But the question I'm asking you, Bob, is why were they the way that they were in the first half as opposed to the second half? Well, the Liberty sped the game up. And when they sped the game up, there was nothing. Not the Liberty. I'm sorry. The Aces sped the game up. And once the Aces sped the game up, there was nothing the Liberty could really do. So they got to slow the game down. Like you talked about those guards, they have to they got to slow the game now because Asia's running. Once they get it, I'm gonna tell you how they're going. Excuse me. I'm gonna tell you how they're going to do that. What Ron just talked about, getting Jonquel more involved in the game, getting her on that box more, and getting her to beat up on Asia some more and tire her down. See, when they don't throw her the basketball, then excuse me, when they don't throw her the basketball and they get turnovers, they get the run. That's why Jonquel is behind the play all the time, as opposed to they got one-on-one coverage with Jonquel, with her and Asia, or with her and what's the other big girl you just told me about? Stokes. They got one-on-one coverage. Now, if she goes after her, gets easy buckets, and gets her in foul trouble, that's the Liberty's game. They can slow the game down. But if we're doing this with the Aces, y'all got no shot. None.
Yeah, I just personally think Chelsea and Kelsey are too quick. They want to run. And
so
like,
you got Liberty winning.
They're not gonna be able to slow them
If
down.
they slow the game down, yeah. But if they can't get into that fast-paced game with the Aces, they'll smoke them.
I do agree. Go ahead, Mookie. You got
Liberty is a better 3-point shooting team. Would y'all agree on that?
I think they shoot the long ball better. Yeah, Sabrina. Yeah, I think they do shoot the long ball better.
I think Jackie's the best shooter on the court.
But no, Bob. Here's also the thing too. She had the game of her life. She woke up, she ate her Cheerios, then got another bowl of Wheaties.
You've never seen Jackie Young play.
And she got back-to-back massages before the game. It had to have been her birthday yesterday. It had to.
You've never seen.
That was a career high.
Wasn't I like off the bench?
No. She started, and Jackie get down like that. No, she get down like that. She get down like that.
Jackie make 4 or 5 threes a game before.
Right,
like that's
but she didn't make 4 or 5 threes though. Jackie was in the whole first half. She carried y'all. And on top of that, like what you mean? I thought Jackie had like 20 in the first half. In the whole first half, she went, but she came out and went ballistic. She's the reason why y'all jumped up like that. My thing though is I don't expect Jackie.
Aces went down. Aces went to the halftime down 3. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they were. They were in the hole early.
Okay,
they was in the hole.
Kept y'all in the game. But my thing is,
what's more realistic? Jackie doing that, or Marine Johansson to come out and hit 4 threes off one leg? Be realistic.
I'm gonna tell you what's more realistic.
That game wasn't even close.
Sabrina Ionescu scoring 7 points. That's not realistic. Courtney Vandersloot going 10 and 6. That's not realistic. Lainey having 11, and she's been having a bounce of her life. That's not realistic. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But my thing is, it's realistic because I told you this was going to happen. I've been saying this for
so it's realistic because you said it, Ticket.
Is this the
same thing you say with Ticket every day?
It's really but see the difference, Ron, is I said it was going to happen and it happened. It's not some shit I'm going back saying like, hey man, I told y'all. No. I was saying this in May, Ron.
Big Ops, is this the theme throughout the rest of the series? You think? You think?
Don't even give him the liberty to fix his words to say.
It's not gonna be no sweep. It's not gonna be a sweep. It's not. But at the same time, though, the Aces are a far superior team, and they're doing it without Candace. So let's just imagine if Candace wasn't on the bench.
We don't gotta go back and break things.
If Candace wasn't on the bench looking like a proud auntie, if she wasn't on the bench looking like a proud auntie right now,
Candace is over.
We wouldn't even be talking about.
She is unfortunate. She's awesome, but she's over, no doubt.
Hey, but shout out to the WNBA Finals. It was a good game from the Aces. Good win. We'll be back on Thursday. The game's Wednesday night. We'll be back on Thursday to talk about that. But what's up, Morris?
Hi. Mars, you didn't watch the Aces and Liberty game, bro? No? Okay.
Made the best team.
Did you watch anything this weekend, Mars? Whether it be soccer or football, my bad, or football, American football, or basketball?
Yeah, I watched my team win against Man City. That was nice. I watched the Lakers Warriors preseason game, and I watched the Pistons Suns preseason game, and I saw that the Patriots scored 0 points in the NFL. That was interesting.
Against my Saints.
And the Cowgirls.
Yeah,
one of the best teams in the NFL.
Hey, Mookie,
SB, how you like that ass? How you like that ass whooping yesterday, SB? By the way, since we on that subject of the Cowboys, how you like that ass whooping yesterday that my boys put on?
I enjoy watching the Cowboys losing. I love it.
No, they ain't lose yesterday.
Hey, chill down. Oh my goodness, bro.
We was waiting outside for them.
They got their ass whooped on national.
Come on ahead and get this ass whooping we about to put on.
Oh man, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close.
Come on ahead and get this ass whooping.
It wasn't even close.
That was 40. It was 42-10.
Yes,
it was bad.
I was out when it was 30-10. I was out.
It was bad, bro.
Hey, Mook, shout out to you. Keep pushing the Jay Herbo agenda because they be hating, bro. They be hating on my boy.
Oh yeah, they know.
Appreciate you too, my boy.
Oh yeah, I was watching the Ravens game too.
Oh, they sold Lamar Jackson. They couldn't catch.
No. He threw an interception before.
No, the interception was bad, but like at least 6 passes.
I'm gonna talk more than that on Gridiron. You know what I'm saying?
Why are people acting like Lamar Jackson can't play football better? Like everyone wants to just make it seem like it's the receivers dropping the ball.
Mook think he's whack.
Lamar Jackson genuinely, I give it to him. When receivers need to be better, but Lamar Jackson needs to be better sometimes, bro.
Thanks, Damo.
Agreed.
They ignore that, Damo. Hey, Damo, they ignore that, bro. Like this is the thing. What I don't like about the football community, they blame, they hold other quarterbacks to a high standard, but when it's this player in particular, they give passes and stuff like that. I'm saying like if any quarterback that had the lead, that had great field position near the red zone through an interception, we'll be cooking them. But since it's him, let's blame the receivers. Like any other quarterback in the league don't have bad receivers that drop passes.
Hey, Mook, they shouldn't have gave him all that money. That was right for holding out.
Oh no, if his agent give him money, the agent gave him money. Like that's him, but I don't think he just.
Is he worth it?
Nah. I mean, that's who the Ravens got to keep up with. That's who they gotta pay, man. So, like I said, bro, paying this man like $40-something million. But you got other quarterbacks that's trash that getting paid $40 million, and they shouldn't deserve like
that Prescott,
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones too as well. Yeah. So,
There's a couple quarterbacks getting paid for no reason this year.
Hey, it's a couple quarterbacks for to lose their job coming into the next season. It's a couple for to be gone.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen Buddy on the short say that Purdy's better than Lamar Jackson.
I won't say that.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. He a better pass. He a better pass. I'll take him over pass. Easy. But did y'all see Purdy last night, bro? Did y'all see the throws he was making? I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. For a quarterback like him, because look, we understand he an average quarterback, but a quarterback like him, we don't expect him to make throws like that, bro. Like I'm talking about between the windows, right on the money, right on the dot. I'm like,
Mook, we'll see when he comes up and plays the Legion of Boom 2.
You mean Legion of Boom
2.2? Yeah. Damo, just wait. Hey, just wait.
This the same.
I know it's a little premature. I know, but just wait.
This the same Legion of Boom that we put the broom to last year. We're gonna put the foot to their ass again this year.
The Legion of Boom wasn't even complete. We just got our final piece.
And then it's
defensive rookie of the year.
And it's led by Bobby Wagner, who is almost old as I am. So now I'm good.
Hey,
That's right.
Hey, Mars. It's rare that you get to be a part of two dynasties at the same time. So, like, let's say, like, you know how KD was a part, or how Steph was a part of the KD Warriors, and let's say, like, next year they get I don't know. Let's say, for instance, let's say CP3 and them just run off 2 more championships or 3 more. It's rare that you get to do something like that. Hey, Bobby Wagner, he's in a privileged position, Damo.
Hey,
y'all aren't that good. What are we talking about?
I never said we were that good. I just said the Legion of Boom too.
Because we saw last Monday against the Giants. Give me a break.
Chill. Is Jamal Adams hurt or is he all right?
He'll be all right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, shout out to the Giants taking the smack down to my Dolphins again. Shout out to the Bills for giving us the number 1 spot in the division back as well. Y'all some bums. I knew y'all were bums. But shout out to y'all as well, too. So, big Fins, we rise again, baby. I forget who we put.
Shout out to the 49ers for lightning to the Cowboys' ass yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy, Chill. That was insane.
Hey, you should hear the Cowboy fans like reaction, bro. They were like,
Mook, it's ridiculous.
They worse than Lakers.
Oh my god, bro!
They can't just take the L. It's got to be. It's got to be the referees. It's got to be their. Yo, I won't. I will not.
And that press guy. Oh man. I don't know what's going on with that.
Give me a break.
All right, fellas, we're going to go ahead and bring this back to hoops. I got some super chats. I'm going to go ahead and read these, and then we're going to get into it. Today, obviously, you guys see the title of the show. OKC is explosive, and they have one of the best young cores in the league. Some would say the best. Some would say in contention. But I want to hear from you guys who are your top 4 young cores in the league. And then we're going to spin ball off of that. A couple more things that we're going to get into today. It's a jam-packed show. Obviously, it was a lot of preseason games. We want to talk about all these preseason games. Everybody up here has different teams, different players they like. I want to see how everybody feels, about these first couple games. We got we got Damo's opinion on his Lakers, but I want to hear everybody else. So we'll definitely get into that. Yo, chat, what's going on? We missed you guys over this weekend. If it was something crazy that happened this weekend that you guys want to talk about, make sure to send through a super chat. If you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and do that. There ain't no point in waiting. As of right now, though, I got a super chat from the thickest pilot. 9 said, just want to show some love to the Aces. Great game 1 win.
Beautiful game 1 win.
100%.
Thickest pilot also said, what's y'all analysis on game 1 of the WNBA finals?
We just talked about it.
Anybody else want to chime back in on that? Hayward Jablomi said, if Kobe won the 08 finals and three-peat again, is he the GOAT?
So I mean, no finals losses. Every time he went to the finals, he pretty much won.
No, 04 he lost.
I might say, no, he still would have lost him.
Also, one loss. Then, they definitely been calling him to go for sure.
Bill Russell won 8 straight. Bill Russell won 8 straight. So
I think he'll be undisputed top 2.
Yeah, the conversation would be Kobe better than LeBron. I think that would be the conversation, man.
It would be way different. With him winning the league MVP in 08 and winning the NBA championship and then winning it again, winning the NBA championship again, and then winning it again, and doing it without Shaq. Yeah, I think we having a way.
Well, what Africa? Are you insinuating that Kobe's not better than LeBron?
Oh, I'm definitely. I'm not insinuating. I'm saying straight up, he's not better than LeBron James. He hasn't had a better career than LeBron James. He ain't a better player than LeBron James.
He is a better player. He is a better player.
I'll sit back. I'm cool. I don't want to go.
I would just want to have the conversation about Doc Rivers if it could be 3-peated. Because that means Doc Rivers has no.
You said what?
That's what I was going
to say. This is why Mars is absolutely necessary. Mars looking between the.
I mean, I know he's a fraud, but I have to hear about a ring he won 15 years ago. If Kobe 3-peats, that ring doesn't exist. So then we can actually have the conversation about the fact that Doc Rivers is a fraudulent coach. That's I don't want to talk about Kobe.
I don't think we're having a conversation about Doc at all, to be honest with you. In fact, the only reason why we're having a conversation about him is because of the ring that he won. So if they did lose, I don't think we're having a conversation about Doc at all. Right. How many conversations have we had about coaches who've lost in the NBA finals?
I ain't gonna lie.
They've never won it.
He'll be the same coach.
Doc Rivers made the top 15 all time.
If Tyronn Lue win that ring in 2016, what would you say about Tyronn Lue?
Right, exactly. We ain't talking about Tyronn Lue.
I personally think Rick Alderman clears Doc Rivers, but anyways, But Mark, so I know you might be one of the only people that I think might even be a bigger Kevin Garnett fan than me. I want to know this. Would you rather them not win in 08 and KG has no rings, or would you rather them, you know what I'm saying, so they don't win the rings so that we don't got to hear about Doc Rivers anymore? Which would you rather have?
Oh, the KG Dirk conversations would be disgusting if KG had no rings.
Right.
For the sake of agendas and the low IQ.
No way, Mars.
No, I would rather Boston actually won because I think we talk about KG more than we talk about Doc Rivers. And if KG has no rings, I'm going to hear nonsense. So I'd much rather KG have his ring. And we just live with the fact that Doc Rivers got carried by KG, Ray Allen, and those guys. We'll live with that. And then I just have to keep telling everyone that Doc Rivers is a
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what? You didn't respect the Ubuntu philosophy? He had the Ubuntu, you know what I mean? He had the culture of the Celtics. He unified the team.
He was an ego manager, man. Don't get that man.
Thibodeau was on that bench. Hey, but Chilton, when I said that Rick Alderman clears Doc Rivers, I kind of sensed that you wasn't feeling me.
Clears him? I don't know if he's clear. I do think Rick Alderman is a better coach, and he's had better crews over the course of his career. Not better talent, but better teams over the course of his career. And I thought he did a fantastic job with that Blazer team, how they built it, and how they was able to speed the offense up and maximize Terry Porter the way he did. Even I thought it was brilliant with him, having Clyde Drexler at the point guard at sometimes. And with that Sacramento Kings team, I don't think he was the problem with them losing. And you already know where I'm at with it. Chris Webber wasn't with the drama. That's it in a nutshell. At the end of the day,
also
C. Webb wasn't with the
media cartel, but
I mean, I won't get into that, but I do think that Rick Adelman was a better coach than Doc Rivers. I don't think he clears him, but I do think he was better.
Clears.
I think if Kobe wins both the three-peats, there would be undoubtable no more Kareem talks in the top three. It would be like de facto. I mean, I'm just saying by default for at least the younger generation.
I'm gonna say Kareem ain't the one that falls out.
It's Magic.
Yeah, he is.
It's Magic that falls out.
Magic not even in the top three. Magic not even in the top three. Whoa.
I'm not saying the usual top three that people give in whatever order they want is MJ, Bron, and Kareem. If Kobe, if he double three-peats, Kareem slides out.
I said what I said. Kareem don't fall out.
Y'all already heard me. Y'all already heard me when I found out that the reason the Heat was formed was because Kobe Bryant. That already moved Kareem down.
Damo, come on.
Kobe's already
elevated.
He did say it. Hey, the dude playing the big three.
And Damo, I'm actually glad that you brought that.
Dwayne Wade's a credible source now.
That the Heatles was formed because of LeBron James. Does that make sense that they are getting together to beat a team that they can't even get to? Did they not have bigger problems before we even have to deal with Kobe Bryant? Bryant is at the top of the mountain. Like, I'm not even at the top of the mountain yet to fight him. Chill.
Hold on, to win a championship, you did have to go through the top dog. And the top dog during that time was Kobe Bean Bryant. He was going to 3 straight finals. He was winning back-to-back finals MVP. 100%, so they was looking at that. It was looking at that. It's like, man, everybody's talking about Kobe. Right. Everybody's talking about Kobe as the best player. Right. Winning MVPs, going to 3 straight finals and stuff like that.
Right.
That's when D Wade
Kobe wouldn't even think about him. Kobe wouldn't even think about him.
But here's the difference, though, Mook. Here's the difference with your logic. And your logic does work, Mook, because he's at the top of the hill. I can't fight that. But there's some people in front of me before I can get to him. So he ain't even looking at me. The people that I already got to deal with, which is the Boston Celtics, I got to deal with these dudes before I can even get to him. Those are the dudes that we looking at.
Got to do with the Magic, the Celtics.
Yeah, these are the dudes that I got to deal with before I can even get to him. LeBron James, I don't even understand why Dwayne Wade is looking at Kobe Bryant like that when the previous 2 seasons, Boston bounced them out the playoffs.
Wow. So, but hold on. Let me ask Mookie a question though. So do you elevate Kobe because you heard about what LeBron did going to Miami? You elevate Kobe?
I think that's further proof why he's better than LeBron.
Further proof. Okay. So teams, great players. Teams construct themselves according to you because of great players, right? They're trying to get better, but they're trying to construct the teams because of great players, right? So do you give credit for LeBron James when the Golden State Warriors create one of the best teams of all time? Is that something to consideration? What's up?
Yes.
No. They didn't. Hold on. First of all, why would you sit there and say the Golden State Warriors create a super team to beat LeBron James? Number one, ladies and gentlemen, they won a championship in 2015. 2016, it took special requirements for y'all to pull that series out as well, right? And they lost 3-1 lead, but they were still up 3-1 against the original Cavaliers. And it was like 1 game away for going back to back. So they saw a little sad puppy and Kevin Durant on the market, and they said, you know what? Let's go get him. Let's go get him. We beat him already. We beat him already. So let me go get Kevin Durant so it can enhance our chance of winning the championship, bro. The Golden State Warriors was winning the finals. They was winning championships. They was going back to finals. They was winning 73 games as well. So what I'm saying is that when you put everything in perspective, why do they need to join up a team to beat the Cavaliers?
Are you hearing yourself?
Simple reason. Yeah, simple reason. They lost 9 games in 82 games, right? They lost 9 games in the 82-game season. They lost 4 games in 2 weeks to the GOAT, LeBron James, and they lost a 3-1 lead. When that happens, you got to recollect yourself. You got to reanalyze the situation. Understand that this man is in his prime, and he's riding shotgun with Kyrie Irving, and they're going to be a problem for many years to come. So what do? At the height of LeBron James' career, we go get the best player, the next best player at the small forward position. That is Kevin Durant, MVP, All-NBA, top 5 player in the game, and we stack the deck. That's why the greatness of LeBron James. So
Hold on, Damo. Who do you have your question directed to?
Everybody up here.
Well, let me come up the screen.
Keep cooking, Africa.
Everybody up here. I need to ask, and to everyone in the chat, people, we need to do a case study and see what goes on in the mind of people that like basketball. That every conversation somehow ends up about fucking LeBron James.
You know why, You know why,
Damo? No.
Christ.
We need to really, everyone needs to look in the damn mirror and think, why in a conversation about Kobe? Why in a conversation about Ray Allen? Why in a conversation about Al Jefferson? Do I need to bring up LeBron James? What's my agenda? Credit what's going on?
You can go do that. That was a natural progression of the conversation. That was a natural progression of the conversation.
I want to say this too. I want to say this too about the Golden State Warriors logic. Steph Curry wasn't healthy that series. They missed their best rim protector, Andrew Bogut as well. Draymond Green gets suspended as well, right? It took LeBron James and Kyrie Irving to have a historic. It took LeBron James and Kyrie Irving to have a historical game. I believe game 4, game 5, or something like that for to prolong the series as well. Yeah, my bad. Game 5. For them to prolong the series as well, right? Steph Curry did not play his normal self because the injuries restricted him from playing that as well. And the Cleveland Cavaliers somehow came back from a 3-1 lead. Whoop-de-doo. So what I'm saying is that if the Golden State Warriors didn't get goddamn Kevin Durant, I still think they beat the Cavaliers because the Cavaliers at the time in 2017 and 2018 as well was one of the worst defense in the goddamn league. So what I'm saying is this: I do expect Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors to regroup. Get healthy again as well. They just needed a Harrison Barnes replacement because if you look at Harrison Barnes in the 2016 finals, he was absolutely dog shit behind the 3-point line and he couldn't space the floor out worth nothing because he was just so sorry as well. So what I'm saying is this is that I do.
Did we lose him?
Yo, Mookie.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. That's what happens when you stay capping on the freeze. That's what happens. You freeze up. You freeze up. But look, Damo, this is all I gotta say about LeBron James. We'll leave that conversation a little, but
Mookie, I hear
when it comes to LeBron James, I think there's so many narratives around the career of LeBron James that just to expose the hypocrisy of Mookie, that was done very easily. But also, he been playing for like 20, 21 years now. I think we just need to appreciate greatness. Can we just appreciate greatness, Damo? Is that a problem? I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem.
The reason why young Africa because you're challenging the throne. That's why. That's number one. Number two, since Damo, you was talking about Kobe. My logic again is Dwayne Wade saying
it was a Kobe conversation.
I'm still trying to figure out why Dwayne Wade would bring that up, considering Bryant wasn't thinking about them dudes. Those guys, the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have bigger problems than to deal with Kobe Bryant. We have to get there before we can even get together. Which, by the way, they never even ended up playing the Lakers in the NBA Finals. It's not like they actually got to play them and they dethroned them. No, they still had to get past the Boston Celtics first. That's why they were getting together because
and the Lakers didn't make it. The Lakers didn't make it.
The Lakers already been there, done that though. I can't believe I'm defending the Lakers right now. Look, but this my thing. Can we just keep it real? Can we just keep it a buck right now? Let's keep it real, y'all. We know what it is. We know what it is though. Like, and God rest their dead. Like, RIP Cole, but you know what's going on, man. It's the same thing a lot of these cats are doing. They hyping shit that happened that had nothing to do with Kobe Bryant, making it about Kobe Bryant. It wasn't a Kobe thing. Like they wasn't. Kobe Bryant was not thinking about LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, none of them dudes. He wasn't thinking about none of them. He was way up here. But hold on. It's not that Kobe couldn't get there. Kobe already did that. They could all those Nike commercials. Why you fixing your face like that, Damo? You seen it?
Because Dwayne Wade already did it. If we're using that logic,
okay, Dwayne Wade did it in 06, but that's not even the same thing. I'm talking about 08, 09, 2010. Kobe Bryant was there in the playoffs while they was trying to make these commercials to try to make it a Kobe LeBron thing, and LeBron couldn't get there. Kobe was there. Kobe was there. He was waiting on LeBron like, come get you some, young man, and he couldn't get there. D Wade needed in 06. He couldn't after that.
I'm glad you said that.
Hold up, SB, because D Wade.
You got it next, SB.
Okay.
D Wade got there in 06, but after that couldn't sniff the finals. Then LeBron couldn't get past the Celtics. LeBron couldn't get past Dwight Howard. Them niggas was no threat. whatsoever. There was
What
no
are
threat.
we talking about right
Hold on, wait. But you
We
can't.
talking about
You
facts, Damo. We
you
talking
can't
about
sit
facts, Damo.
Anyone want to know?
Hold up, y'all. Let SB go. Let SB go right quick.
Octopus have 3 hearts. We're just saying irrelevant facts. What's
Yeah,
that got to
but
do with anything?
You can't tell me a guy not
Nothing.
gonna say we're not gonna look at a team as a threat who just been in the finals the last couple of years. Nobody thought the Mavericks was gonna beat the Lakers. Everybody had the Lakers as a favorite. And if anything, you know that if we the Heat, if we beat Boston, Kobe's waiting on us in the finals. Everybody thought we was gonna get the Lakers versus the Heat matchups. Now all of a sudden Dallas making now we just got amnesia and forgot what was really going on that season and what was the true objective of what was going on this season. Yes, they was worried about Kobe. Of course, the big three was in the way. They knew that. The reason played a part of them getting together is to even the playing field against Boston. But they knew the mama would be waiting for them in the finals. So don't sit here and tell me all of a sudden that a team who been in the finals for the last couple of years and been winning, now all of a sudden the Heat is just not worried about them at all because we got to get past
the Heat. It's not that they're no. It's not that they're not worried about them. It's not that they're not worried about them. We have, for example, LeBron James. He's got a different agenda. His idea is, I still got to get past the Boston Celtics. I still got to get past the Orlando Magic. In the 3 years that the Lakers was in the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat them 2 of the 3 years. So they beat them 4 to 6 times that they played them. So James wasn't thinking about Bryant like that. He's thinking about the Boston Celtics, who owned them, dropped them in 08, and dropped them in 10. These are the teams that he's thinking about. I got to deal with these dudes before I can even get to him. I will worry about him when I get to him. I got to deal with what's in front of me right now. And for those of you guys who are asking, when I hear Ticket and when I hear Ron and I hear these dudes say stuff like, yo, chill, were you there? Well, I will tell you this, just so you know, take a look at that. That's Bryant with the ball. That's against Cleveland in 2010. That was a month before they had beaten them in Los Angeles, and they had gotten booed off the stage. That's Bryant with the bill.
They threw everything on the court.
That's in Cleveland. I was there for that. I believe that this is LeBron James right here at the free throw line in the queue. I was there for that. And it's again, these are the guys that they actually had to deal with. That's James at the stripe, and that's KG on the free throw. That's KG at the baseline, because those are the guys that they had to deal with. So when you ask the question, was I there? Yes, sir, I was there. And I know what was going on. And James had bigger fish to fry than the Los Angeles Lakers and Kobe Bryant. He was already at the top of the hill. I can't get to him until I get past these guys.
Wait, chill.
All right, chill. But the thing is, hold on.
I just got it. That game you showed, the first picture you showed when you said that was the month after the game between 10. That was the game where the Laker fans booed Lakers off the court and threw everything on the court, right?
That was the second one. That was the second one. That was in Cleveland. Right. The second one. That was the one in Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, but chill. I remember the time where when the Heat got LeBron James and they formed that super team with LeBron James, D Wade, and Chris Bosh as well, right? And what they were saying, they already felt the need that they already got surpassed. They got surpassed the Boston Celtics because the collection of talent that they already have on the team. So who the Miami Heat was looking for? I remember that's one time where they was saying, we want to face the Los Angeles Lakers in the final, because at that time, Kobe Bryant was going through the goddamn Wicked West, and he was dominating the Western Conference as well, going to 3 straight NBA finals, winning 2 finals MVP, 2 championships at the same time. So when LeBron went to the Miami Heat, that's where they shifted their attention to, which was looking towards the head of the snake, the head of the pack, and that was Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers as well. So what I'm saying,
Mook, let me ask you a question really quickly, Mook, before, and you keep going, Mook. I wanted you to keep going. So the question is were they looking past Boston, like, yo, we can deal with these dudes, we got to get to him? Was that the logic?
Yeah. Yeah,
and then he did see Kobe beat them too. He did see Kobe, even though no Perkins got hurt, but people don't care about his. They did see Kobe beat them.
Well, D Wade also said to KG,
and that's
Boston.
One more time, Miles. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, say that again.
D Wade said to KG that they built Miami to get through Boston as well. I just think
they had to, Mars. They had to, and the reason why they had to was because that was the team that dropped Miami twice, and that was the team that had dropped Cleveland twice. Again, to reiterate what Big Ox was talking about, Bryant was already at the top of the mountain. He's got the heavyweight championship belt. Y'all dudes got to get up here where I'm at. And the team that was threatening him were the Boston Celtics. Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. Y'all got to deal with them dudes before you can come see me.
No, OG,
Before you can come see me, y'all got to deal with them.
OG, nobody said what y'all said was wrong, but to just say they wasn't thinking about the Lakers
Yes,
at all.
both things are true. They were trying to beat everyone.
things
The
can be
two best
true.
teams were the Lakers and Boston. So the main focus was the Lakers and Boston. I don't know why. Was it the Lakers? Was it Boston? It was both.
Leave it to Mars and J-Rob and J-Rob not even on the show to bring some logic to a simple conversation. But I got more super chats, y'all. I got more super chats. Let's get into it. D12 Top 75 said, Mars, your take on the WNBA Finals?
They played game 1 and they will play game 2. And then they will play
You
game
can
3
say
and
you don't
4.
know. It's
And maybe
okay.
they will play game 5, 6, and 7. And then
I don't know how
team
they
will have
do
a
things in
championship.
Britain, Mars. I don't know how they do things in the UK, but in America, we're okay saying we don't know. So it's cool to say you don't know, Mars. That's all right.
The person sent their money. I wanted to feel like I gave them an answer. So
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't want them to feel like their money was wasted. So I gave them the most in-depth answer.
Hey, Afka, are you hot over there?
No, it's actually kind of cool. You know, it's not time over here, man. We're chilling.
Nice.
Shout out Africa.
Man,
Hey,
wearing a jacket and a ski mask.
And by the way, obviously we know the season tips off on the 24th. So that's in a couple weeks. Between now and then, I want to hear everybody. And I mean everybody. I want to hear y'all top hot takes going into the season. We don't have to get them off now, but somewhere in the midst of this show, SB, Mookie, Africa, y'all don't be on here every single day. So I want y'all to really get off anything that's crazy. Like you could say, I think Draymond's going to get back to being the best defensive player in the year.
I could say Jordan Poole's going to average 28 like you did?
Yeah, you can speak facts. That's what I'm saying. It can
I'm
be a
not-
crazy take, or you
I'm
can
not
speak
taking
facts.
right now.
I'm not letting that go, Ron. That's crazy. I'm not letting
Hey,
that
Ron.
Let's hear it, Damo. Let's hear
I
it.
got mine
that.
right now.
I'm
I've had mine for a minute. Damian Lillard will fold as a number 2 in Milwaukee. He's going to fold. That's my hot take. Dame is going
Like
to fold.
laundry.
He's going
What is
to
fold? What is fold?
What's fold?
Laundry.
The moment the lights are too bright at the top, he's not ready. He's not a winner.
He's not ready.
He's a tremendous loser. That's my hot take.
Dumbo, do y'all see amnesia is such a crazy thing?
It's
Y'all
not
don't
crazy.
remember last year. Not this year, last year, the year before that. We were all when we thought of clutch players in the NBA, before they came with this little clutch player of the year award and the Kings started winning. Damian Lillard was that guy. When we were thinking of who's the most clutch player in the NBA, we were thinking of Damian Lillard. What?
I know you know French. That's crazy.
I do speak a little bit of French.
That's what's up.
A little bit of German too.
I don't know who this we is because I didn't think that. I don't know who he is. That wasn't the thought I had. All right?
Hey.
He's gonna fold. That's my hot take.
And before y'all start asking who is we and all of this, I'm just gonna point out a couple examples. Y'all remember in the playoffs, way back when he hit the 1 game winner, the deep 3. Not the Paul George one. I'll get to that.
Oh, 2014, yeah.
Yeah, 2014. He was damn near.
That's beautiful. Ron, tell me how he played the next series. They won that series against Houston. Then tell me what he did.
Mars. Here's what I'm saying. We can do that with that. We can do that with everybody.
No,
we can do that with everybody.
No,
I'm talking. But okay, so who can we say hit game winners like that too? Then let's go down the list of that.
Dame is the only person with 2 series clinching game winners. He just so happens to play like a terrorist the round after he hits those game winners.
Hey, and he so happened to not have Giannis out
he
the
got to the
court.
next round, played terribly. Congratulations.
He never played with a player like Giannis though.
Hey, my thing is hard.
I'm just saying him hitting game winners. I mean, MJ did it as well, but cool. Like, MJ doesn't play like a terrorist the round after he wins a series with a game winner.
And Dame's not MJ. Like MJ expectations is crazy. All I'm saying is Dame is one of the most clutchest players in the NBA.
In the regular season, in the first round, yep.
And we just talked about 2 playoff
in the regular season and the first round. I just said that.
Hey, Mars, who's the players that's more clutch than Dame overall?
In the regular season and first round, no one. He's the most clutch. Now, if you tell me in the second round and beyond,
y'all just remember this. All right. Just remember that.
We'll see that a lot during the regular season.
Hey, Ron, all that to lose the Boston. Hey, hold on. All that to lose the Boston in 6 games. That's crazy, gang.
Oh,
all right, y'all.
5.
Oh, you got a 5 game.
5. This many.
It was 6 before they got to the holiday.
Ox putting the hate agenda.
It's not hate. It's just my basketball analysis. I just think one team is better, and since the masses think the other team is better, that makes me a hater. I'll wear that. I ain't tripping. I've been called much worse than a hater.
I'm just thinking about the adjustment period, because I think that Dame is smart enough. I feel like he's smart enough. Him and Giannis are smart enough to figure it out, like how these two guys are going to play. Both ball dominant guys be able to play off the basketball. I think that they're able to figure that out, and I think the window is 2 years. That's as far as I'm going with these dudes. I ain't going past 2 years. But with that being said, Damian Lillard in the playoffs, like Ma said, after the first round, it does get a little tricky with him. And don't get me wrong, he does play good in spaces, but you don't see the same energy, not just the same energy, but you don't see the same output that you see in the first round. I mean, like you just talked about with him when they played against Houston, when he hit that game winner. Now, for the record, that's the first time they had been out of the playoffs for the first time in 14 years. When they gave up that 15-point lead to the Lakers. That was the first time they'd been out the first round. Now, Mars, to Dame's credit, they ended up playing the Spurs in the next round, who have one of the best defenses in the league. And I thought that they did a really good job.
Everything in the context.
Yeah, I thought
that's what happens when you get further in the playoffs. You play good teams. That's not an excuse.
You play against better players. You play against better teams.
That for anyone. Oh, you got past the first round and played a better team in the second round. I guess you have to play like a criminal now. No. It's not necessarily playing like it's not playing like a criminal, Mars, more than it is recognizing what he was up against. And he was up against the world champion San Antonio Spurs. Played that same team in the first round and didn't play like a criminal.
Right.
Much better team. Miles better team.
The 2013 Warriors are a much better team than the Portland Trail Blazers. Cool.
It's 2 different years. It's 2 different years. We're talking about 14. We're talking about 14. We're talking about 14. It's 2 different years. It's 2 different teams. It's 2 different teams.
The 2013 Spurs are just a substantially different team.
I think you're saying that the Warriors are better than the Blazers. I think you said the Warriors are better.
I mean, even the 2013 Warriors are not better than the 2014.
I'm talking about 2014 Warriors.
Better than Dame. That's cool. The 2014 Warriors played the Clippers in the first round.
And the 2014, and again, the 2014 Blazers.
The 2013 Warriors played the Spurs. Steph Curry didn't play as bad as Damian Lillard did. That's what I'm saying. The 2014 Blazers played the Spurs, and Damian Lillard played like a terrorist. Damian Lillard also had LaMarcus Aldridge next to him, by the way.
I'd like to think that 14 Spurs team is better than that 13 team. I would like to think that.
Gap to explain terrorism.
I don't think it's a significant gap, Mars, but I'd like to think that 14 Spurs team is better. I'm not gonna say significant, but I actually think that they're better. The way that they move the basketball.
I think they came back on a revenge tour after they lost.
Right, and I do think that they're better. I thought they did a good job in forcing Dame into tougher shots than he was shooting, and he played against better guards. Again, he played against better guards against San Antonio than he did against Houston. I mean, he's dealing with Pat Beverly and James Harden, who doesn't defend at all. James Harden is just going to try to outshoot you. And if you want to get into a shooting match with Damian Lillard, good luck with that. But when you're actually going to make him guard and make him defend, plus slow him down, I think it's a lot more difficult for him. So I'm not giving him a pass, but this is one of the reasons why. I mean, I think his scoring average dropped like 6 or 7 points or something like that. I think he averaged 26 against Houston, and I don't even think he averaged 20 against. I don't think he averaged 20 against the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken.
This was a great hot take, Damo. That was a great hot take.
Defense, no. Real quick. So we're gonna keep that. Are we gonna keep that same standard for Damian Lillard this year, Chill? If he goes, he's playing with Giannis. He gets past the first round, plays well, but in the second round, he plays a better team. If his performance falls off, are we just gonna sit there and say, "Oh man, it's what they"? Hey man,
no. I tip my head. Say,
"Yeah, we're gonna be honest."
I'm gonna be honest.
We absolutely have to be honest, Damo.
We're not gonna be honest, Damo. We're gonna make more excuses.
No, Damo. What I don't want to do is I don't want to make it sound like Damian Lillard was just garbage. Like the first round, he was awesome, and then the next round, he's garbage. Well, why is he garbage? What's going on? Why isn't he playing as well in the first round, in the second round, as he did in the first round? I'm not going to sit here and just say, "Yo, this team was better," and that's the end all be all. Well, wait a minute, Dame. Why couldn't you could you not get to the spots that you normally get to? Are you not getting the same open looks that you were getting? Were they attacking you more offensively? Were they attacking you more offensively? What's the difference in the first round and in the second round? Because it can't just be y'all just sucked. That's not good enough.
Did you guys know that Damian Lillard outside the first round shoots below 40% from the field in the playoffs?
I did not know that, Mars.
I wouldn't be surprised if
that would not shock me. That would not shock me, but I did not.
It's interesting how a premier guard in the NBA in an era with all this spacing and how offense rules is shooting Allen Iverson percentages. It's insane how that somehow works out. And he didn't have enough help. He's playing against these good teams. A lot of guards have gone through the struggle of not having great teammates around them. They don't shoot this badly. They don't struggle as badly as he does. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he has the easiest life in the world. In that category. I 1000% agree. He shouldn't have won most of these series. I'm not saying he should have beat the Spurs in 2014. I'm not saying he should have beat the Warriors in 2016. I'm not saying he should have beat the Warriors in 2019. I'm not talking about the fact that they lost. I'm talking about the fact that he plays badly. And the reason he plays badly might be because he gets extra defensive attention, like every single superstar in the
It's not might. It 100% is.
It can be because he gets extra defensive attention.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Like every single superstar who's ever played the game of basketball has gotten extra defensive attention. He just plays worse than every single one.
It's like, well, they were guarding
him.
Not
as good. He's not as good.
Hey, now watch this. Now watch this because it's ticket's not here, but it's easy to defeat that logic. It's easy to defeat that logic when you're playing with another superstar. The defense disperses. You got to give two people the same amount of attention. When you're playing with a third star, which Dame has never had, ever,
he still doesn't.
The defense has to focus on three people.
Chris Middleton's not.
It's that simple. It's that the defense has to focus on. I said a star, not an all-star, not a superstar. I said he's an all-star. He's a player that the defense is going to have to hone in on, and if they don't, he's going to make the defense pay.
Middleton all-star caliber.
He has the ability to play like an all-star on any given night. He can go for 30 on any given night. So I'm saying the defense is going to have to focus on him. Defense is going to have to focus on Brook Lopez. Defense is going to have to
focus on CJ McCollum. Or no?
Yes, absolutely.
No, so the Chris Middleton's all-star caliber. I just want to know if CJ McCollum was.
Yes, he was.
Now put Giannis on that team and let's talk about it.
He was an all-star caliber.
I'm not saying the Blazers are better than Milwaukee. I'm asking if CJ McCollum was all-star caliber.
I do think he was an all-star caliber.
So he was.
Defense is dead. Yes.
Now Dame is one of the best situations he ever had in his career.
Just to clarify, Dame has had someone who defense.
I ain't gonna lie.
No. I said superstar.
Okay. Was LaMarcus Aldridge better than Dame?
The third year, it's possibly.
So when he played like a terrorist against the Spurs, who did the Spurs?
In Mars, it's also context to that too. Damian Lillard was in his third year. That was his first playoffs. Once again, I'm not giving Dame a pass for none of these years. I'm not giving Dame a pass. I'm just bringing context into it. Your first playoff series, you play against the team that eventually goes and wins the championship. I expect a third-year player to struggle. No, I don't care about. Hey, y'all know how I feel about Jordan. I expect Jordan to struggle against the team that wins the championship in his third year. It just happens. Oh, somebody said second year. That's even worse. I expect the Damian Lillard that young to go up against a Spurs team that was that good, especially defensively.
It was one of the best defense in the league as well.
Yeah, that's what you go through when you get to the playoffs. And in 2015 against Memphis.
That was a great hot take, Damo. You know it's a good hot take, Damo, because you got a lot of people upset. That's what hot takes are supposed to do.
This is why I got called a Dame hater, even though I think he's one of the best offensive players in the league. But it's weird how we talk about him in the playoffs as if it's just none of his, not you, Ron, people. You just say it's none of his responsibility, and it's just he didn't have enough help, blah, blah, blah. No, he just doesn't play very well. Maybe he doesn't have enough help to win. I agree. He doesn't play well. Against the Warriors in 2019, he could have played better. Did he have broken ribs? Yes. So cool. I'll give you that one. 2018 against the Pelicans, could he have played better? Yes, but he didn't. 2019 against the Nuggets, could he have played better? Yes, but he didn't. 2016 against the Warriors, could he have played better? Yes, but he didn't. 2015 against Memphis, could he have played better? Yes, but he didn't. 2016 against the Clippers, could he have played? Was it the Clippers? I think so. 2016 against the Clippers, could he have played better? Yes, but he didn't. That's the problem. He doesn't play better. We talk about how good he is, and every time he doesn't play well in the playoffs, it's never his fault. That's my problem.
No.
2013, Steph played well in the playoffs, and he had an injured David Lee who wasn't even able to play. They were throwing Draymond Green in the starting lineup, and they were playing well against the Denver Nuggets, and then lost to the Spurs. And Steph Curry still played well. 2014, they played the Clippers, lost on a game winner by CP3, if I remember correctly. Steph Curry still played well, and that was a young Steph Curry who was coming off ankle problems, and he played well, and they still lost, but we acknowledge that he played well. Damian Lillard is the only one who seems to just be playing like a criminal and losing, and he doesn't get blamed for it. When Kyrie played badly for Boston, guess what? He got blamed for it. It didn't matter that Jason Tatum was in his second year. Jaylen Brown was in his third year. Gordon Hayward was coming off a broken leg. Guess what? We just said Kyrie didn't do enough. He didn't play well enough. Every other guard seems to get the right treatment except Damian Lillard. Maybe if they lose in Milwaukee, maybe finally, and everyone's going to go the wrong way and start calling Dame a terrorist for his whole career, which I think is going to be wrong, because people can't just be objective and say Damian Lillard hasn't played well in the playoffs up to this point. And then if they lose in Milwaukee, everyone's going to say, well, Damian Lillard was never good. Just find the middle ground that he's a great player who underperforms in the playoffs. Both things can be true.
Both things can be true, Mars. And the two things that I do recognize is he did play bad and he did get the blame. But his first round, his regular season and first round playoff performances are so good that he gets disregarded for playing the way he plays later on when he plays as bad as he plays. So, for example, in 2018, he got the door shut on him. Jrue Holiday dominated him in that series. People will say, well, they were playing drop coverage. I mean, not drop coverage. I'm sorry. They were blitzing me. Dame, this is not the first time you've been blitzed before. So let's kill that logic. You've been blitzed plenty of times, not just in that playoff series, but throughout the season. You've been blitzed, and you've handled it just fine. So that's not the first time that happened. He got dominated by Jrue Holiday. He got completely outplayed by them, and they got swept out of the playoffs. Add that to the fact that Anthony Davis completely dominated that Portland Trail Blazers front line. That's number one. Number two, when they play against the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, let me rewind really quickly, Marv. They don't get the Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets. They don't get the Game 7 if Dame doesn't ball out in Game 6 and goes for 40. They don't get to that Game 7 if that doesn't happen, right? So now we fast forward to the Western Conference Finals. And don't get me wrong, he wasn't great in the semis, but now we fast forward to the Western Conference Finals with the broken ribs. Well, the broken ribs, that logic works, except they had double-digit leads in every game. And not only did they have double-digit leads in every game, the idea that you get outplayed by a better player, that happens. And if you get outplayed by a better player, we can acknowledge that. Steph Curry is better than Damian Lillard, period. And I don't think that I think that if I'm in the minority saying that, then I'm in the minority saying that. I think that Steph Curry is better than Damian Lillard, and he dominated him in the Western Conference Championship. And I'll get people who will say to me, well, he didn't cover Damian Lillard. Yes, he did. He might not have covered him every possession because nobody really does that anymore because they're scared, they're afraid of getting destroyed. But he did deal with Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard dealt with him. And he completely dominated Damian Lillard throughout that series. 100%. So with that being said, Mars, he does get the blame that he does get the blame for losing the way he does. But the problem is that he's so good in the regular season and in the first round that the light dims on him later on because you still focus on what he did earlier.
He doesn't even play that good in the first round either, to be honest. But that's a whole like it's 3 series really carrying his first round legacy. He doesn't even play that good in the first round. It's 2021 Denver, his first series against Houston, and a series against OKC. Every other time in the first round, he's not that good. But I'll give him the first round because of the couple game winners and the game against Denver.
OKC series, I love that.
Was praying for him to miss. I remember those things, so I'll give him that. But 2018 was terrible. 2017 wasn't great. 2016 wasn't great. 2015 wasn't great. It's very with him in the first round as well. But shout out to Dame, man. 3rd best point guard in the league and one of the 10 best offensive players in the game. So there you go.
Fair.
That's fair, yeah.
All right, y'all. Keeping it pushing. Hayward Jabloni. Jablomi. My bad, Hayward. He said, also prayers for Palestine.
This has been going on for centuries. Absolutely.
Damn, man. Crazy.
Definitely sending thoughts and prayers their way. Hope things get better sooner than later. Thickest Pilot 9 said, what y'all expecting for game 2 on Wednesday? Quick predictions. Who y'all think gonna win game 2?
I think the
Liberty will win. The Liberty will win. I think Breonna Stewart and Sabrina both combined for like 40-something points combined. Right,
Mookie.
And I just think that they're deliberately going to shoot that long ball pretty better. And then I think in the second half, they're going to be way much better than what they were in the second half as well. And I think they're going to do a better job in controlling pace and getting boards. And we're going to see the Liberty win this game convincingly, right? Where people are going to come in like Big Ox right there, right? And say that Liberty is better than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to probably come to the realization that the Liberties are the better team. That's the reason why they've been dominating them in the regular season as well. It's going to be translating in game 2. So I got Liberty winning. They got the best player. They got the best 3-point shooting, right? And I think that, the way that they play as a collective unit, they will win this game convincingly in game 2.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to give their prediction?
Aces. That's it.
Yeah, Africa, go ahead.
I think the Aces defend their home floor. I do. Because I think that it's a lot. The energy is different in your building, and it's hard to slow down that transition game. And they got to show me that they can slow down the Aces transition game. If they could do that, then I think that they got a better shot. But they have not shown me that they can slow down their transition game.
The Liberty absolutely have to get this game. If they go down 0-2, they might as well. If they go to New York, they might as well just stay at their cribs.
Why? Whoa. See, this makes me nuts.
Well, if the Aces just defended home court.
Right. This makes me nuts. When I hear
absolutely. You're right. My thing is,
they got to win 3 straight. They got to win 3 straight.
Yeah, exactly. And my thing is, it's not. I'm not so big on the home court thing. Like Bob will tell you, I don't. Home court, I do get it. It's an advantage, and the team has to travel, and you're not at home. But I'm not. My thing is basketball is basketball. You got to hoop wherever you. It could be on Mars. Shout out Mars. And if you go to Mars, tie your shoes up and hoop. My thing is more so the Aces are so good. I can't possibly see the Liberty beating them 3 games in a row.
Yeah, the series go to 5, right? Not 7, right?
It goes to 5, right?
That's a difference, OG. That's a difference, OG, because that's like pretty much you being down 3-0.
And that's the that's not it at all. See, the difference, the problem that I'm having with Ron's logic and Mook's logic is that's what y'all thinking about. You thinking about, we got to win 3 straight games. No, we got to win game 3 on our home floor. That's it. We just got to win game 3 on our home floor. And we got to do the things necessary to win game 3 on our home floor. Now, I will agree with you with this, Ron. I've always been under the belief if you better than me, you should be able to whoop me anywhere. Don't make a difference where we at. If I'm better than you, I should be able to whoop you anywhere. Whether I'm in your building, whether you in my building, it doesn't make a difference. But if they come back to New York, which by the way, they served the Aces when they came to New York earlier this season. Served them. So if we're not looking past game 3 and we're not thinking we got to win 3 straight games, you're still in this series. All we got to do is if they lose game 2. Go home, get our rest. We can win game. If we can win game 3, now we make it a series. And once you make it a series, anything can happen.
But you can acknowledge the fact that the Aces are too good to be in a situation where I can't see the Liberty beating them 3 straight times in a row. So with the series being the best of 5, that changed the whole dynamic of, yes, a game 2 does become a must-win game because now, even if you're going back to New York, and the Aces is how stacked they is. I cannot see them beating them 3 games in a row because obviously they could come in game 3 and sweep the series and the series over with.
With that being said, by show of hands, how many people had the Miami Heat winning that series against Dallas after Dallas served them in game 1 and game 2? Come back home, win game 3.
That's the best of series. That's the best of 7 series, though. OG. That's what I'm saying. It's a series count.
If Dallas wins game 3, this series is over. It's done. Just like if the Aces go to New York, if they beat them in game 2 and then they come back, they're down 2-0 and they go to New York for game 3 and win, it's over because it's an elimination game. So that's how you have to treat it, like an elimination game. It doesn't. I don't have to come home and I don't have to beat you both games. You did what you were supposed to do. You defended your home floor. That was your job. Now we got to go home and defend our home floor. And I've said this in the past, and I still stand on it. Let me tell you something, Ron. It's a lot easier to win game 1 in your building or game 2 in your building, when it's that simple. But when we come back to your building and now you're facing an elimination game and it's game 5, what kind of heart do you have? What are you about? Because all the momentum has now swung. So all you have to do is defend. They defended their home floor. We got to defend our home floor. We go back out there for game 5. Now we having a completely different conversation.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I can see it going. My bad, Damo. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say in terms of importance, I think it's super important for the LA Dodgers to win this next game because there's no way you go out like that after that game 1.
I see. My thing is it could go. It could go either way.
That's hilarious.
It could go either way, you know. But my thing is like when you look at the stats, Chelsea Gray, like yeah, she had 20, she had 9, she had 6, but Chelsea wasn't doing nothing out there but hyping Jackie. Chelsea Gray was out there just trying to get Jackie going. Chelsea was out there just listen to what I'm saying, Ryan.
What?
That was like what Chelsea. If you watch the game, what Chelsea Gray was doing was out there. She was just giving little sister ball. Like go ahead. Every time you kept seeing her, she was chest bumping her, elbowing her, get it like come on, you know. That's all she was doing. At the end of the game, Chelsea hit a couple threes, a couple fadeaways. Chelsea was if the game looks like it's gonna go any other way, the point guard is gonna turn up. And when Chelsea Gray turns up, there is absolutely nothing Courtney Vandersloot can do about it. There is absolutely nothing Sabrina Ionescu can do about it. When Chelsea Gray turns up, it's done. It's done.
Hey, honestly,
that's all I got to say about that.
I agree with everything you said, except for the first part. Chelsea Gray didn't just look like she was out there just hyping her up. Chelsea Gray was out there getting busy. Now look, you can say that she was still getting busy. I'm out there, for real. I'm out there looking at Chelsea Gray like I'm out there looking at Chelsea Gray like you are out here looking like the best player on the court. Why? Because she control. I don't think that's crazy to say. She controls the whole tempo and the pace of the game. And I'm like 20-9. Hey. You can say she had an off game, but she wasn't hooping, but she was hooping. But all right, y'all, keeping it pushing. D12 top 75 said not too much on Lamar.
Yeah, but the receivers dropped. I got a question too, though.
We'll cook them on breakdown, man.
I got a question though. Who started that? I believe it was Damo. Who started calling players like terrorists as criminal? Because that shit is hilarious.
Me.
That's hilarious.
Me.
That's Damo right there.
That is hilarious.
I never heard that before. Before I met Damo, I never heard that before.
That is hilarious.
Hey.
They be inflicting fear on people, man. They're terrorists, but you're a terrorist.
Is Darvin Ham a terrorist?
He was 100%. The first terrorist.
Hey, Damo, I definitely got to get your all terrorist just preseason predictions. Obviously, we'll get them at the end of the year, but I need your preseason predictions for all terrorist first team, second team, and third team going into this next season.
Into this year.
Yeah. It don't got to be right now. I'll let you. I want you to think on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Also, too, Damo, it can't be more than 5 Lakers on this list. It got to be a cap.
It's not.
Oh,
there's no first team all terrorists. Nah, it's one. But other than that, there's only one terrorist that's going to make an all team. Torian Prince. He's dark-skinned Troy Brown, bro. I'm telling you, it doesn't change. We replaced one terrorist for another one. He's dark-skinned Troy Brown with dreads.
That's crazy.
The same dreads. That's another thing. I don't trust NBA players that come in the league with the same dreads when they retire. He has been in the league for damn near 10 years. His dreads ain't grown 1 inch or changed.
He does get them cut. What are you talking about? Get them cut. What are you talking about? Like, he ain't never had a haircut. What are you talking about?
There's no way you untwist your dreads, cut them to the exact same length, and get them retwisted the exact same way.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, Damo. Damo, as a matter of fact, that might be extensions. either those are extensions or terrorist dreads.
I don't know how that works. But Bob and Ron can attest to that. Because I don't know.
Maybe he got the same person doing his dreads since he got to the league. Maybe his auntie do his hair. You know what I'm saying? That's always,
Your dreads grow every time you get it retwisted, bro. I'm trying.
There's no way when you first got your dreads. There's no way that your entire career with this going. He's definitely a vet. He's approaching, I don't know, over 5 to 6 years of having the exact same. You untwist, get it cut the exact same length, and retwist the same. No, bro, there's a terrorist.
That shows to me, Domo. You know what that shows, Domo? That shows maturity. That shows maturity. That shows consistency. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it shows to me. It shows consistency. It shows the ability to maintain and stick with what you do. I like that out of him personally.
He need to change his hairstyle. He just got the same 2K hairstyle. He need to change his hairstyle. Maybe he'll play better.
He's a terrorist. That's crazy. But that's the only one for the Lakers.
Now that is
the only person whose hair actually affected. The only person whose hair actually affected their play style was boy. What's his name? Moutier. He had the stupid shit on the front of his face.
Oh yeah, Alfred. I was Alfred.
Alfred. Yeah. Then
what do you have, Big Ox? What do you have in front of him, Big Ox?
Some dumb shit. I don't know.
Yeah, stupid shit.
He had the Johnny Bravo cut, boy. He had the Johnny Bravo.
He couldn't see. And remember, I remember they were actually talking about that. The commentators was like, the coaches and everybody, they were saying like his vision was actually lightweight impaired. You know what I'm saying? And I know how that is though, because I've had like a hair tie break, and all of a sudden I'm like, damn, I'm trying to dribble. My hair is in my way. I'm like, shit, I gotta pass the ball, tie my hair up. Like, okay, come on, like that shit really affects you.
It's not a coincidence that De'Aaron Fox cut his dreads and it looks kind of good for what he's doing.
Hey Ron, and if you want to test the dread theory on players that never change their dreads their entire career and they end up being terrorists, Jae Crowder. I'm just saying. Think about it. Jae Crowder. Think about the first time you seen Jae Crowder, and think about the last time you seen Jae Crowder. That man's dreads has been the same, and he's been consistently a terrorist.
When did he start being a terrorist? I think after he left Miami.
Nah, because he was cool in Phoenix.
Oh, you right.
He wanted more burn. That was the problem in Phoenix. He wanted a bigger role in the offense.
Chilton, that's crazy. So how you going? How your resolution for one more burn? Like I want more burn. So what I'm gonna do to get more burn is not play. I'm gonna sit out the whole season so I can get more burn. He
wanted a bigger role, which is nuts to me.
That's hustling backwards if I ever heard it in my life. How you gonna want more burn and sit down?
I just never understood that, man. A lot of players, one of the biggest problems that they have is that they don't recognize who they are. Like who is Jae Crowder? Jae Crowder is a 4th or 5th starter or a really good rotation player. That's who he is. That's who can sometimes play bad, Damo. Okay. I will give you that. Sometimes he can be. Who is
Marcus Morris?
Who?
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris is someone who's stealing a living.
Oh, Marcus Morris. I thought you said who was Marcus Jordan. I'm not like nobody. What are we talking? Let me stop. I'm sorry.
That's
who Marcus Jordan is. That's Michael Jordan's son. We talking about who Marcus Jordan?
Nah, yo, chill.
Don't start it. Okay.
Man,
my fault. Don't get it started. Chill out on that.
Keeping it pushing. Producer SRY. Say, y'all seen Prichard on the court yesterday? 26 points. Hashtag fast PP. Hashtag Celtics in 4.
Now, he was asking last year. When I said that, hey, Peyton Prichard can bring them some energy off that bench, everybody looked at me like I was crazy. I'm just saying, man, believe in PP, bro. Believe in PP.
So that's officially his new nickname, PP?
That's been his nickname.
Is it PP or double P?
PP is
little PP. Little PP.
PP is crazy too.
And Damo, if I'm not mistaken, Damo, he had asked to be traded last year because he wanted a bigger role in what was going on. Which I think Prichard can play. I don't know if he's a starter in the NBA, but I really think that he can play. And on that Boston Celtic team, he definitely should be getting more run. Especially considering
energy.
Yes, he does. He definitely should be getting more run. Yes, he should be.
I said that when they traded Marcus Morris. People said, "Oh, Peyton Prichard." All right, buddy. Now look, got a bag. Now he out here trying to give out some.
He seen that new check. Whoa.
So he can be called PP, but Kuminga can't be called Cumbucket. That's crazy.
No, Mars, we cannot call him now. We got to get a new name for him. That's terrible. That is terrible. Because PP is Paul Pierce. Could we call him that?
We do not call Paul Pierce
We
PP.
got to come up with something else.
We call him the
It's
truth.
me. I never call him.
We would never disrespect Paulie like that. We would never disrespect Paulie like
You guys come up with something different.
It's the truth. It's
Come
the
up with
truth.
something. You got to come up with something.
I'm not too mad at
Terrible.
Come Bucket, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ox, we can't call him that. Yo, you wild right now. We
Why?
cannot call him that.
Why can't
Oh,
we?
my bad.
You know why we can't call him that, Damo? Because what exactly is a cum bucket? So we're clear.
Kaminga. That's
Yeah.
No, it's not. And if
Is that
Kaminga is
something
that,
like
when,
SpongeBob?
hold on for a second. And if Kaminga is that, when is he ever working? Because he's got clothes on when I see him.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
I'm going on what you just said he was. I'm going on what you just said he was. I'm just going on what you just said.
Yo.
I think Come Bucket is better than Come Rag.
All right, yo. Let's keep. Hey, I want to ask you guys how y'all feel about Peyton Pritchard. Hey, how do you guys feel about Peyton Pritchard? I want to ask everybody. He had a good game yesterday. Do you guys think that he is a suitable backup off their bench?
Yeah, he could be a good
Yeah.
guy who bring buckets in. Yeah, he's a good.
I do. Yes, I do.
So this 26 points yesterday doesn't surprise anybody.
I mean, we all knew he could kind of
26,
score, bring in.
yeah.
I mean, it's
26
preseason, so
is
it's like
preseason.
but yeah, he's a good player. Can shoot. Very good energy on defense. Like hustles a lot. Plays hard.
He could come in and give you about 12 in the regular season.
He's a viable option off the bench. I'm just waiting until we get to the Detroit Pistons so I can say what I really want to say. So I'm just trying to hurry this along.
All right. We'll get there soon, Morris. JB said, "Take that damn ski mask off, Africa." Laughing my ass off.
Africa look like them hummus terrorists, man. He look like one of them terrorists from hummus.
All right.
See, man. What y'all don't do, man. See, stereotypes, man. It's not good for life, man. Stereotypes, man. You know,
We gotta chill, dog.
it's so low.
Yo, keeping it pushing. Be True 23 said, "I heard Dwayne Wade also told KG in an interview together that the Big Three in Boston was the sole reason they got together." And LeBron also said after they won the series in 2011 that they got together to beat Boston.
But none of us disagreed when they were saying it. We were just saying for y'all just to say the Lakers wasn't on their mind too was crazy. That was wrong. They were thinking about the Lakers too. Just that's it.
Well, yeah. I agree with that. I wasn't saying that they weren't the Lakers wasn't on their mind. I was saying that they weren't on the Lakers' mind. They wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Isaiah Davis said, "Hey, chill. Is there a possibility New York or New Jersey can get a market team again since Jay-Z stole our lunch? RIP
Nope.
Supersonics."
No, I don't think the NBA is coming back to Jersey. I do not.
Hey, chill. When we get our team, we could share it together. You could live vicariously through me.
Word.
Hey, hold on. Were you a Net fan?
I was a Buck Williams fan. I dug him when I was a kid.
Okay.
I dug Buck Williams and I dug Michael Ray Richardson. Big time Bucks.
Chill, I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't live vicariously through this brother. That done got me in a lot of trouble.
This one right here, this one over here, I should not be okay.
Rod the troublemaker.
Living vicariously through him is not a good. It's not a.
When they had Buck Williams and when they had Michael Ray Richardson, I dug the Nets.
OG, you seem like you like a lot of players fans more than teams in the NBA. Obviously, I know you like the 49ers. Why you don't like no team when it comes to basketball, though? You don't never say what team.
Well, I did like the 76ers. I was a 76er fan when I was a kid. That's how you get drawn to teams. You don't just like the Bulls because you live in Chicago. I mean, it helped that
I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do.
It's because of Derrick Rose.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. The fact that you live in Chicago, the dude outside the arena in the statue, that helps. You like them. That absolutely helps that you like them. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm being from the Northeast, and I don't live that far away from Philadelphia. I was like an hour and a half away from Philly. You know, they had Doc, they had Bobby Jones, so. And they was on TV a lot against the Celtics. In the Sixers, and the Nets wasn't that good anyway. But I did start watching Buck Williams and Michael Ray Richardson. I was not a Knicks fan.
Chill. Right quick, because I know you've seen basically a lot of super teams. You've seen from the 80s to the 90s, 2000s, currently any super team now, obviously the 10s. Who's like your top 3 favorite super teams?
Okay.
That's how I got on the hook. That's how I got on the hook with the Sixers when they got Moses. Like I was already like
the Warriors fans who became Warriors fan when they got KD.
No. I was already liking them anyway. I was already liking them anyway when they had Doc and they had Moses. I mean, I'm sorry, when they had Doc and they had Bobby Jones and they had Andrew Toney. I was already digging them then. When they got Moses, it was like, yo, they winning the NBA championship. They're gonna beat the Lakers because I wasn't really concerned with the Celtics, even though they were awesome. But I really dug that 76ers team in 82 when they got Moses.
Interesting.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. I got a super chat from Clip Nation. It's ironic that Mookie's up here. He said if the Mavs don't work, Harden to the Clippers, Kyrie to the Sixers, and then the Mavs get Zubac, Melton, Tobias Harris, and picks. ? Mavs can get Dorian Finney-Smith and SD. That's Spencer Dinwiddie.
The Mavs just signed Kyrie Irving. He's not getting traded, so that's another boy right off bat.
Who's SD? He said Dorian Finney-Smith and SD or PJ Washington and another team's shooting guard for some picks.
How did Brooklyn get involved in this trade?
That's the most dumbest trade ever. You want us to trade our best rim protector on our team in Ivica Zubac, bro? To the Dallas Mavericks.
Tyronn Lue wants to go small ball anyway. He's gonna put Marcus Morris at the back.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Tyronn Lue either way. That's why that's sit there and cook them every single time, bro. Like the small ball is already a problem. We are an undersized team, and you want us to trade our best rim protector for to get James Harden. I mean, no, heck no.
Yeah. I can say I don't know what's going on with the LA coaches with these super small ball. You got Ham running 3 guards. You trying to run the Morris twin. That said, I don't know what type of coaching y'all doing in LA, boy.
It's crazy.
At the end of the day, though, like the Clippers gotta go get somebody, man. That team is not enough to win a championship. Let's be real. So Harden,
they don't really need nobody.
We really don't need nobody. We just need good old help.
They need a point guard, man. They need a point guard.
We don't need no point guard.
Who needs a point guard? The Clippers in Africa?
We already got a point guard.
Yes, the Clippers need a point guard. Yes, and a point guard that can shoot. A point guard that can shoot.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Russell Westbrook. Can Bones not shoot?
Hold on.
Russell Westbrook is Bones Highland. Okay, Bones Highland.
Russell Westbrook is our point guard. We got talent. The only thing the Clippers need to do is get rid of that Terrence and Marcus Morris, bro, and play Robert Covington more minutes, or go look out and get another power forward, bro. But I'm fine with the team that we got now, bro, because at the end of the day, the thing that's holding the Clippers back is health. It's health. When the team
we know that, and one
they
thing
have
that
the best opportunity
provide
to get out of the Western Conference and get to the NBA Finals, bro, and compete for a championship.
One thing James Harden could provide is a guy that's going to be able to be that third option on the team, that's going to space the floor. That's another guy that can play, make, and pass to the team, right? And then when you talk about the actual squad of the Clippers, they're not a fast-paced team. They put a lot of pressure on Kawhi and Paul George. I don't think Paul George can sustain that number 2 option consistently throughout the playoffs. And so if you got a James Harden that can score, and that can play make, and that can actually get good shots because they don't have that guy. And that was the problem and the issue last season. Kawhi got to do everything. He's going to make that team better. And it's going to make
this why. It
ain't about Russell. It's not about the Clippers not having a point guard. It's about Russell Westbrook because he's the point guard.
That's all it is.
It's not about him. You're talking about.
It's about how that point guard doesn't suit that team. Straight up. That's what it is.
What are you talking? This is why I know you don't watch Clipper games, and this is the reason why. Because you got to understand this. You got to understand this, right? When the Clipper got Russell Westbrook, they pace improved tremendously, bro. So when you're looking at a guy like Russell Westbrook who can get rebounds, see when teams sag off of Russell Westbrook, he has the ability to crash boards, get rebounds, kick it out to shooters like Kawhi, PG, Eric Gordon, Norman Powell, Mini Setchel as well, right? He's a pretty solid rebounder. He can play make, he can pass, he can get to the rim, he can unite the transition as well. So what I'm saying is that the Clippers already have a point guard. The pace is not the issue for the Los Angeles Clippers. Health is the issue for the Los Angeles Clippers. You mentioned they don't have a third option. They got a guy coming off the bench, give you 20 points, who's a 3-level scorer, who can get to the rim, who can get to the free throw line, who can score for the mid-range, who score for the 3-point line as well, and Norman Powell. So what I'm saying is the Clippers have what they already need. They got a point of attack defender in Terrence Mann. They got 2 elite wing players in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George as well. They got a good rim protector in Visa Zubac. They got a power forward if Tyronn Lue use him more, and Robert Covington as well. The only thing that's holding the Clippers back is health. We don't need James Harden. Sure, if we get James Harden, that would probably make the Clippers even much dangerous, bro, because you got another guy that creates a lot of gravity. He's one of the league's best isolation scorers. He can play, make and pass way better than Russell Westbrook as well. And teams can respect him as a shooter, right? But I just think that even the Clippers stay put. The only thing that's holding the Clippers back is health.
I don't really think that James Harden really make y'all better than Russell Westbrook, and only to the after the fact of what else you got to give up to get James Harden too. So you probably gonna lose Russ. If y'all even keep Russ, y'all gonna use some quality bench players that y'all going to need. And I just think, like you said, you need Russ to push the pace. You don't need a guy who's going to take the ball out the hands of Paul George and Kawhi, because James Harden has the ability to pass the ball excellently, but he wants to score and he wants to isolate. That's going to take away from what the Clippers do in the dynamic. Russell Westbrook literally going to get the ball up and push the pace and rebound and crash the board. And that's what they need. They don't need another guy.
That's what the Clippers really do. The Clippers really are an ISO team. What you mean?
Why would you add a third guy that wants to do that when you already got 2 guys that do that already? We don't need 3 isolation scorers in the team, bro.
Because that's what they do. Hey, when you have 2 guys,
why would you add another guy to keep on doing it?
No, because when you have Paul George and Kawhi that need the ball, that ISO on the wing, right, and that need space on the court, you need guys that can space the floor for them guys to get to cooking. And so when you have a Westbrook and you got a Zubac on the court at the same time, we sagging, we pressing, we loading up.
Yeah, but they're not
getting off like that. That's
what you're doing, Young Afro, is you talking about how to beat them. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a guy in Russell Westbrook who is the primary ball handler, who takes the pressure off of Kawhi Leonard, who takes the pressure off of Paul George and to make plays. So when we get in the meat and potatoes of the game, when the game is close, Leonard, who's your closer, can take over the game. Paul George, who can make plays at the end of the game. You don't need another ball handler to compound the problem that you already have. It's like me being a crackhead, hanging around more crackheads. What the hell am I doing that for?
No, we acted like Harden didn't just lead the league in assists last season and actually was a floor general of that team. We acted like he's not capable of being a facilitator on the Clippers.
We already got one. We don't need another one.
We already got one. We already got Russell Westbrook. We already got somebody that when Kawhi and Paul George want to play off ball, you got Russell Westbrook who's setting Paul George up.
What's he going to do? He's going to come downhill, go to the rim, and miss most likely.
Kawhi the ball in the mid post where Kawhi's isolating and scoring. And if teams want to sag off, say if Kawhi missed that mid-range jump shot, which he automatically hits, you got Russell Westbrook who's crashing the goddamn boards, getting a second chance possessions, right, and create for his teammates as well, bro.
Mars is right. This is about hating Russell Westbrook. That's all this is about.
It is.
That's all this is about, y'all.
Russ on the Lakers is not Russ on the Clippers, young Africa.
Right. And I did not like the fit with Russ on the Lakers. I just didn't. Even though at the point when he was playing there, he was playing like the 6th man of the year at one point. He was still playing great. But then when he got to the Clippers, it was perfect because they needed a primary ball handler and a playmaker to take the pressure off of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So now you got a guy, when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, he can sit in the corner and not make a lot of mistakes. We could get him off the basketball, and we got 2 guys who can close out games. Why the hell am I going to bring James Harden in here?
Yeah, bringing James Harden there and keeping Westbrook there is a terrible idea. And I don't know if you're actually familiar with this Clipper team or if you're just talking. But if we're talking about playing with pace, yes, they do have lineups they can throw out there where they need to slow the game down, play with a half-court style offense. But Kenyon Martin Jr. runs the floor. He can run the floor. Norman Powell can run the floor. But Bones Highland, being a guard now, playmaking is not his forte. But in terms of shooting, getting the bucket, and playing with pace, Bones Highland can do that. He'll try to score. He'll run the floor. He'll push the pace with that second unit. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe I just like him. Mason Plumlee can play with pace. Yes, he fills the lane as a big.
Yes, he can.
He runs the floor, fills the lane, and he's for a big man, he's a pretty good goddamn passer for a big. Yeah. So other guys can play off of him too. So I'm with everybody else, gang. Just say you hate Westbrook, because that's what I would have did.
No, it ain't about the hate. It ain't about the hate. All I know is that the Clippers are bottom 5 in pace last season. That's all I know. So I think that's an issue. So
what happened? What happened? When they got Russ?
James Harden is not a fast-paced
player. He's not going to prove that.
A team, like you said, James Harden, a team who runs isolation is going to be a slow-paced team. James Harden plays isolation basketball. He's a slow-paced player.
Yes.
And Mars, I think the Philadelphia 76ers last year, I think they was in the bottom 5 last year in pace.
Yes, because guess what? They have isolation players. And
this is their stuff. So now what you want to do?
They're running it through the post.
You want to take that dude and you want to put that dude with the Clippers.
James Harden, Embiid, pick and rolls, and then leads into isolation opportunities because they run isolation offense. Isolation offense is always going to be the slowest form of offense. So bringing in James Harden to try and improve pace is like bringing in Luka to try and improve pace. It doesn't make sense.
It's not going to happen.
It's counterintuitive, in my opinion.
He's trying to force himself to the Clippers, and they actually better without James Harden. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't want James Harden, man. We don't need him. We don't need James Harden. We just need good old fellas. I'd rather get a power forward, a really serviceable powerful forward for us to get James Harden.
Just get Marcus Morris, man. Marcus Morris locked in.
And he's
all right.
God, hey.
Keeping it pushing, y'all. We had a solid slate of games this past weekend. I want to talk about all the games, or give you guys an opportunity to talk about the games that you've seen, and what's your takeaway from those games. Obviously, we got a chance to see the Warriors and the Lakers. We've talked a bit about that, but does anybody else want to chime in on this game?
Oh, I'm gonna use Damo terms. Javon Carter, all that talk about that sign he's gonna be good. I don't know why he thought he was a ball head Steph Curry. He's a terrorist. He's a terrorist too. DeRozan's a terrorist too. Yeah, we out here playing against the Milwaukee Bucks backups with our starting 5, and we don't look like we can compete. Our whole team as an organization look like a terrorist organization. I don't know what we running out there. It's bad, bro. It's bad. We got a big.
Yeah, we have a bullshit. Crazy.
Hey, and everybody's watching. Tune in tonight. See Red PC that double. Tune in tonight.
I watched the. We just commented on any games we've seen.
Yeah. Go ahead. I mean, I did specifically say the Lakers, Warriors, but SB went on his rant. So go ahead, Mookie. Do your thing. Do your thing.
I mean, I watched the Clippers and the Utah Jazz game.
Of course you did, Mook. Of course you did.
And how was that?
No, I was watching do like the 49ers game. I watched that.
It's all good.
Pretty good. I mean, I like what Bones Holland bring. I think Bones Holland is stepping up defensively. You know what I'm saying? I think Bones Holland added a little bit more weight, you know what I'm saying, just to proving his more strength and, getting better defensively. I like how I seen for him. Obviously, the 2 stars, Kawhi, Paul George.
Talk about him, Mookie.
Bro, they look better than they was last year, bro. I mean, like it was a lot of uncertainty last year because it's like, how is Kawhi gonna come back from that ACL injury? How is the team is gonna, react to him coming back and the chemistry and stuff like that? They look better than what they look. Paul George looked really, really good. Kawhi looked really, really good, man. It's just a breath of fresh air because this is probably the first time I've seen for the Los Angeles Clippers where Kawhi and PG has a full training camp together where they're healthy. They're absolutely healthy, bro. So, like every training camp is either them, one person hurt, other person hurt. They're not together. You know what I'm saying? They have a full training camp where they're healthy, bro. Damn, like it's a scary sight. I mean, I honestly think people just gonna underestimate the Clippers, but you can't when them 2 players playing, man. They're great. Then the other one too, Norman Powell shot selection last night. Got to get better, man. The dude was like 0 for 7. And then other than that, man, Kobe Brown. Hopefully he do well as well. Like I think he's like more of a power forward. He undersized for the center position, but I like some things what I've seen for him as well. But other than that, man, play more Robert Covington minutes. The Clippers do that and stop going with these small ball lineups, bro, and just play more Robert Covington with Zubac and Kawhi and PG. And then they're going to put Kawhi at the 4, which I like. Man, I ain't going to lie.
I was digging.
Go ahead. You got to chill.
My fault, Ron. I was digging Anthony Davis's aggression early. I mean, I know it's the preseason, but I was digging his aggression early, getting to the basket, his offense, because that's going to be the difference with this crew. I already know who Anthony Davis is defensively. He's one of the best defensive players in the game, if not the best defensive player in the game. His offense, him taking control and him being that guy that he knows for a fact we got to go to him for buckets. And if we go to him early and often, and he's delivering, I mean, I think that's just going to build confidence. Damo, you are going to start to love D'Angelo Russell more. You are, because I think that this team with the training camp, now they've gotten a little bit more cohesive, and D'Angelo Russell looks like he's fitting into his role a little bit more than what he did last year. And I think that you're going to see a different version of him on this crew. So I like what I'm seeing. I mean, no Austin Reeves. I understand.
Chill. Would y'all love D'Lo in the playoffs?
Is he going to prove defensively?
Say that one more time, Mook.
I'm just saying, like we have seen like time and time again where D'Lo plays good, like relatively in the regular season, but in the playoffs, like inconsistent shot selection is not up to the point.
It's a lot of guys that's like that though, Mook. I mean, but he has played. I don't expect him to be the guy in the playoffs, but what I do expect is I expect him to be solid. So like what he did against Memphis, if you could get that kind of effort on a consistent basis, right? What he did against the Warriors, if you can get that kind of effort where he doesn't go 0 for 7 in a game, and we all know that D'Angelo Russell is not a great defender, but he can't be a liability. If you're gonna have a guy like that on the floor, then I think that he can be really good for them. Now, as far as watching the Clippers in Utah, I think Walker Kessler is going to be up for Defensive Player of the Year this year. I think it goes to Evan Mobley. That's just my opinion. I think that Walker Kessler is arguably the best rim protector in the game. Mars, please help me with the boy's name again.
Agbaji.
Ochai Agbaji.
Agbaji. I gotta write it down. I gotta start sounding it out.
Just call him Baji. Just call him Baji. That'd probably be
Baji.
I'm not
Baji.
I like him. The bright spot on Utah is Kessler, Markkanen, and this kid Agbaji. Those guys are the bright spots. I already know who Jordan Clarkson is.
Kessler's that he's that white dude for the center, like
yeah. Big guy.
Yeah,
and I already know who Jordan Clarkson is. What I am going to do though is I am going to walk over to Mars, who is in the train station right now. I'm going to take that ticket out of his hand because he's going to jump on the Utah Jazz train early. No, you're not, Mars. Relax. They're still a little ways away from being what you would want them to be.
I remember last year people were saying Utah was like going to be in the playoffs and.
This one over here. This one right here. I had to snatch him off the train. Because he was on it. This one right next to me. I had to snatch him off the train. He was gone. He had his luggage and everything. Mars was gone. I had to snatch him off the train. So no.
I got a question for Mars though, because allegedly I seen this clip earlier today on TikTok where it was like, I guess Stephen A said, well, for you, how do you feel as a Rocket fan that Stephen A said the reason why the Rockets didn't go after James Harden because he said he wanted to be the scoring champion again. So he's trying to actually just score. So are you happy that your team avoided that James Harden situation again?
I'm happy you avoided James Harden. It's disappointing that Stephen A still capping. Ime Udoka said that they went with Fred VanVleet over James Harden because they wanted a situation where Jalen Green would have the ball and James Harden is someone who takes the ball away from people.
I could have sworn I heard that too. So when I seen the clip, I'm just like,
congrats to Stephen A for capping and getting his little headline. Good for him.
Wait a minute, what you just said, doesn't that compound Stephen A's point?
No, because James Harden having the ball doesn't mean he's scoring. It means he's having the ball.
No, that's
so he had the ball in Philadelphia.
What he said was, I have a good source.
Jalen Green is gonna have the ball in his hands more.
Yeah,
not more than he did last season, but more as opposed to what he would do with James Harden, because James Harden would be the best ball handler on the team. Next to Fred VanVleet, who I assume has probably been told that he's here to mentor the young guys, be a leader, control the offense. But Jalen Green is obviously the main piece of this franchise. I think he's probably just more bought into that. It's not about scoring title. This Ime Udoka's shut that down.
Because OG he went on TV and
it's
said
like every time when I think of like Jalen Green, it's just I can't get that picture out my head.
Whoa! All right.
It's a whole video.
Hey, SB, continue. We're not gonna get into that.
OG, like I was saying, so pretty much, obviously, everybody's seen it was cap. But he said the Rockets avoided signing James Harden because they said they had a whole 4-year contract waiting on him. He said he walked in there and told them that I want to be the old James Harden. I want to be the scoring champion again. And he said that's the only reason why they didn't go after James Harden.
And that would have him with the ball in his hands, which would take away from which would take away from developing Jalen Green, which would take away from developing Thompson. So
that defeats.
It would take away from developing. It would take away from developing them dudes, and no, that just wouldn't work. No, it wouldn't.
I know you guys been seeing Magic Johnson, what he been doing in the Rockets.
He doesn't look bad, Moss. He doesn't.
I
know it's the preseason. I do know it's the preseason, but he doesn't look bad. I'm gonna. The Rockets, I might actually be.
No. I'm saying, look, I'm gonna snatch you off that train.
See, SB's ahead. SB can go watch the Bulls and call his whole team terrorists. But someone saying Houston didn't look bad.
I'm an actual fan of the team. You just hopped on the Rockets bandwagon just to prove a point. Now you stuck with them, so you got to stand on what you said.
SB exposing right now.
You know why you
was I trying to prove?
Who you just picked any trash team, and then now you
what
stuck
point
with
am I trying to prove?
That you stuck with them, so just in case they get good, you can be like, "Oh, Mars was right. Look, I was there early."
Okay,
you know you're not a real fan. You know you're not a real Rockets fan.
So you're telling me I sit through Houston games in my own time to prove a point?
Yes, that's something that Mars would definitely
100% goddamn right. I do. Yes,
exactly.
Can we talk about the real watch? Can we talk about the real watch, which was them damn Pistons, how they looked against the Suns? Can we really talk about it? One, all the people that had concerns about the point guard play for Phoenix, shut up, man, shut up. That's what you should do. Shut up. No, that's a good one. I thought that wasn't good. That wasn't good.
That was solid, Damo. That was solid.
Hey, Damo, that was hot. That was cool.
You was like in the Drake range with the accent, like you could tell, like you acting.
Then it was bad. It was bad. Yeah. No. They listen. Controlled the game, no matter who. Literally did what I figured they would do. They have two guys who are good secondary playmakers, so they just traded off, got everybody one-on-one shots, and the offense looked pretty smooth. The bench looked well. But man, oh man, Ron, I don't know if you was over there shaking in your boots because them damn Pistons, that looks like a plus 35 win team if I've ever seen one. Asor Thompson as a rookie, and again, this is preseason basketball. But frame one, throwing that boy on Devin Booker and giving Devin Booker a little bit of, hey, man, Devin Booker wasn't having that ain't like no rookie guarding Devin Booker. That looked like a vet. That looked like somebody with defense guarding Devin Booker. We're not about to talk about how comfortable Cade looked. Cade just Cade. We're not about to talk about how baby Dwight Howard in the paint, who take it, get ready to hit my cash app up because you lost, man. Baby Dwight Howard is starting. James Wiseman and Marvin Bagley are competing for bench player minutes, and it's fine. I just
Marvin Bagley's winning that competition.
And Marvin Bagley,
close.
Yeah, I know you were saying that. I think you said you had a man's that was really high on Marvin Bagley. Listen to your man's. This might be the year your man's is right. This might be the year your man's is right because Marvin Bagley in that role genuinely looked pretty damn good. He looked good in that role. Came in, did what he had to do. Looked pretty good, starting to fill out some of that potential. I know Ox he's about to be livid. The fact how good Marvin Bagley's going to look this year for the Pistons. It couldn't look anything like that for the Kings.
No, I'm juiced. I love Marvin Bagley. I'm proud of the young man. I knew he had something in it.
Not in Sacramento, though. But y'all tried to ruin them.
By the way,
that's okay. But see, that's the thing though. SB, that's the thing. He was getting hurt. SB, it wasn't. Marvin Bagley wasn't a bad player. He was just going through injury. No. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm a basketball fan. You don't gotta play good for us.
Where do y'all see Killing Hayes fit in the rotation?
Hey, hold up right quick. Mark's about to get to that.
He is no longer the worst player in the NBA. That's who
is it?
His teammate has taken his spot. James Wiseman is a criminal. He is the worst player in the NBA. He is so bad. Oh my. Marvin Bagley, congratulations on getting the backup big minutes because James Wiseman still can't set a screen, still can't pass, still is clueless on offense, and still can't play defense. James Wiseman, it might be over for you, buddy. But Killian Hayes, I was seeing it. The defense was still there. Good defense. The passing, I was like, yes, okay, I'm seeing the passing. He went right a couple times. I was like, wow. I think he gave Yuta Watanabe a nice new step back jump shot. I was like, okay, I'm seeing it. It's coming together. He's not going to be great, but he is no longer the worst player in the NBA. James Wiseman, however, Yeah, man, it's not looking.
I don't love Alex Burke.
It's not looking good.
I don't love that.
He got
Did
one
we give him a
travel that
wow
was
for
just
going right?
There was
though?
a travel he committed that was criminal because he was trying to score through a double team. That was bad. The rebounding's not good. He can't rim protect. He's just doing this, getting people jumping through him, or he's committing a foul. He doesn't set a screen. He just stands there and there's a rush screen. No contact being made. The strength is all over the place. He can't score. Like, yeah, James Wiseman. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm still rolling. You gave him a wow for going right. You said you went right. Wow.
He did go right. James Wiseman needs to be in the G League. He needs because it's nah. Marvin Bagley, congratulations, because I liked what I saw from you. Not a big fan of the beef stew at the 4 minutes. Me personally, I would go smaller with Bogdanovic, Osar Thompson, Cage, and Jaden Ivey. But I'm not too mad at it because I think Isaiah Stewart was playing some good defense, but especially when guards in fives. So I would just have Marvin Bagley as like a backup 4, Isaiah Stewart as a backup 5, personally.
I'm about to say you want to have Marvin Bagley start at the 4?
That I'm also open to that possibility because Marvin Bagley was hooping yesterday, but at the same time, he was cooking bowl.
Mars, you're giving me small ball merchant.
Notoriously.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like
that.
that.
No, I'm saying from a strength standpoint, Marvin Bagley has a clear physical advantage.
Right.
Okay. Now, maybe if he's going up against legit 4s and some 5s, he might not have that same advantage, but Marvin Bagley was setting good screens. He was rolling hard to the rim, offensive rebounds, touch around the rim. Yeah. Just many things that I was not seeing from the other big who's meant to be battling with him. So, Marvin Bagley, moving me. The worst player in the NBA, not moving me right now. But it is only preseason. There is room for improvement because there's no.
He can't be worse than Marcus Morris, man.
You'd be surprised.
That's a conversation, Mars. But I'll tell you this though, Damo, and you want to talk about scaring people. Let's get Alec Burke out the lineup and let's get Jalen, let's get Ivy in the starting lineup. I do not like Alec Burke in that starting lineup over Ivy. I like what Ivy did coming up. I like what Ivy did coming off the bench, but I think he's much more productive running with Cade in the backcourt as a starter. Much 100%, more productive. 100%. Well, I think he's much more. I think that Coach Williams wanted to do that. I think he's just because it's the preseason, so I think he's testing out lineups to see what you can get. But I love both Cunningham and Ivy in the backcourt together. Those two guys, they really look like they're going to be a backcourt of the future. I will say this: I'm still on the James Wiseman train, and Mars has been trying to snatch me off of it for quite a while now. But I see. Here's the difference, Mars. I feel like Coach Williams had that episode with DeAndre Ayton. I don't think he can have that again. I think that he's going to do everything in his power to make James Wiseman a viable player. I think he's going to put him in every position possible to make him productive, as opposed to what it was last year with Ayton and the year before that with Ayton. I just think that he's going to do everything he possibly can to put James Wiseman in a good position. Because from watching James Wiseman, it's not that he can't set screens. To be honest with you, Mars, I don't think he understands the game. That's the issue.
So what's the road to productivity if someone doesn't understand the game?
Well, that's the problem, Mars. Now we got somebody who can actually teach him the game. I think that's it. With him being with the Warriors, there is no learning curve. You got to win now. You got to pick this up right now. With the Detroit Pistons, they're not very good. So there's some teaching here, and there is a curve where he can actually learn with Coach Williams, as opposed to with the Warriors. Yo, you need to learn this right now. And we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, OG. So my question is this: what do you have to see from him this year to make you feel like, okay, to still believe? And then what will he do that to make you be like, okay, I'm done with him this year?
I just need to see him be more productive. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him get it, because I know he can knock down. I know he can knock down an elbow jump shot. I know he can dunk the basketball. I know he can rebound. I know those things, but the light needs to go on, where you see him and you can tell that his game is advancing, because the game looks like it's slowing down for him. And as of right now, it doesn't really look like that. So I want to give this kid some time to see if he actually gets it. Because a lot of times, a lot of these dudes, they get ruined because, ain't nobody teaching them the game. You got to learn right now, especially in the system that you're in.
It's unfortunate. He would have benefited from a full year at Memphis, but he only got to play 3 games. So it's unfortunate because he basically went to the NBA straight from high school.
Right, he wasn't ready.
And he was not ready to be playing NBA minutes, especially for a team that was trying to be successful. And there's a reason why when he went out the lineup, the Warriors started being successful in 2021. And they ended up winning in 2022 when he was not there the whole season. It's not a coincidence.
And I think it's going to be hard for him to actually show production and get good minutes with all the problems that you said, because now he's on a team where he's actually competing for those minutes with other guys in front of him. Because I think how you talking about the OG, I think he needs to go down to the G League for a couple of years, or maybe a year or two, to actually develop his skills and hone on his skills better. But
he needs to play. That's what he needs to play. And he's not good enough to play in the NBA. So if you want to develop him, he has to be in the G League. Golden State put him in the G League a bit last year. He wasn't even good in the G League. But at least you can play him in the G League and let him just figure things out. Because right now, if you put him on an NBA floor, you're just at a detriment. And I don't think Detroit are trying to tank again this year. They might not be great, but I don't think they're trying to tank. Because if you're paying attention, Cade Cunningham he's real. He's going to be one of the premier guards in this league. His ability to play with pace, his ability to read the floor, his ability to get to the rim, like, it's there. You can see it with Cade. You're not about to waste Cade's one of his breakout seasons, Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, who looks ready to contribute right now, Jaden Ivey too, to try and develop a big who you don't know if they really have a future in this league. That's what I wouldn't be doing that, me personally. So he needs to be in the G League, get some minutes, and then go back to Summer League again next year. Maybe get cooked by Jabari Smith again. I don't know. But it's not good right now. It's not good.
All right, y'all. So a couple Pistons players I just want to highlight, and we've talked about them, but I want to highlight what they did this first preseason game. Mars man, Killian Hayes, he had 13.7 assists, 5 steals. Had a solid outing. James Wiseman only had 4 points, but he had 7 rebounds. Marvin Bagley III, we've been talking about him. He went crazy. This preseason game, but nonetheless, he went crazy in 22 minutes. He had 25 points, 7 rebounds. Shout out to Marvin Bagley. Don't really got to talk about Cade, Jalen. I do want to talk about their starting lineup. They did start Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren again. Is this a cause for concern for anybody?
I don't like it, but I mean, in terms of what they got, this is the issue I've seen when they went ahead and got James Wiseman to come over. I was like, there's an abundance of bigs, so you got to make a decision. And it seems like they're coming together with their decision. Did they not recently pay Isaiah Stewart? So they paid Isaiah Stewart, so they let him know for at least they believe in him somewhat, that not let him walk. And you heard Monty Williams say himself, the other two are competing for backup big minutes. So it seems like they believe as of right now, Isaiah Stewart is their 4. I don't like it, and I think if Marvin Bagley can play like this, at least consistently for, I say, half a month, when the season starts, they will adjust and switch and see that Stu needs to come off the bench as the backup 5.
I know one thing. It's a cause for concern for somebody. It's a cause for concern for whoever the hell they're playing, because they're gonna be getting bullied down there with Isaiah and Jalen. They just thugging, and I feel bad. I feel bad for whoever got to compete with rebounds against them too. Whoever got to box them out, whoever got to contest them at the rim. That's who should be. That's who should be concerned.
I'm not liking Isaiah Stewart spot up threes either. Not liking that.
But that's the only way he can be on the court as a 4.
That's the issue I'm having. Yeah. That's the issue I'm having. Because I don't think he's a 4. I think he's a 5. I've seen him. He was matched up with Nurkic a couple plays, and I'm seeing he's physical. He's playing good defense, and he's able to run the floor as a 5, and it's advantageous. Yeah. As a 4, I think you're just putting 2 bigs out there for the sake of it, asking one of them to spot up. And it's not ideal. I don't want to see Isaiah Stewart shooting 4 threes a game, me personally. So I think he should be the backup 5. I think Marvin Bagley, with his more refined post game, more athletic, I think he's more suited to be a 4. But I trust Monty Williams to make I trust him to make the right decision. Whether or not that's the decision that agrees with me or not, we'll wait and see. But I trust him to make the right decision. And right now, I think Isaiah Stewart is better suited as a backup 5.
Now, can I ask?
I'm not saying.
Oh, go ahead, Oz. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, like, I'm not saying that that's a winning recipe. I'm not saying Isaiah Stewart should be out there shooting threes. I'm not saying that's the key to success. I'm saying I feel bad for whoever down there with them boys. That's all I'm saying.
You know, Ox, maybe he just, it might be ingrained in Monty's mind. And he might go back to the mid 2000s where he's seen a certain melee happen, and he's just trying to protect himself and his team just in case, another Malice in the Palace happens. He's like, I see what Isaiah did already. I seen him chase LeBron all around this damn court. He like, Jay-Lee,
Yo,
really got to talk about
I know one thing. I'm on the court and I see some malice and them two young boys on the court. I'm getting up out of there. I'm to the locker room like, woo.
Now, am I still crazy for thinking that this team has improved enough with the coaching? With Monty Williams coming in with an offense and Monty Williams being the coach that he is, with the additions of the vets they do have on that team and the development of their young guys, am I still crazy to believe this team, I'm not saying a playoff team, but a low-playing team, highly fun, competitive team for any team any given night? Am I still crazy for believing that? Because when I originally said it, people were just, oh, man, nah. Oh, y'all in the same group chat I'm in. This nigga right here would make you believe that I'm wild for believing in the Pistons. Yes, but
he just be hating. I don't even know why he be hating the Pistons. I was with you as in terms.
I'm not. I'm just being realistic.
Now, 40 wins. I wasn't with you on that. But competitiveness, I'm 1000% with you. I see them being
30-35. 30-35.
Yeah, I think I said around 32 to 35 is where I have
32 to 35. Yeah. That's reasonable.
But 40,
32 games.
Competitive 1000%.
Dumbo, this is all I got to say. They were on their way to getting.
I still think the Magic are better enough.
They were on their way to getting 30 whopped. Because we're gonna talk about the team that they played against.
Phoenix Suns started like 17 for 20. That's just not sustainable.
You want to know why?
Why?
Maybe the Pistons defense isn't what we think it is.
The Pistons were playing fine defense, and the Suns weren't playing very good defense. The Pistons offense was fine. But if a team starts 17 for 20, you damn right you're gonna be down by 20 points.
And respect the best trio in the league.
Team's doing that. You're like,
I'm not
cool. Of course we're down by 20.
Yeah, coming out the gate 17 for 20 is wild.
Y'all better get used to it. Y'all better just get used to it.
I thought everybody be playing all season. What are we talking? The Suns, I will say this. After that trade they made to get Ayton up out of there and they added that depth, I came on here and said, listen, these niggas are a problem. This team is I believe they're a legit problem now because they are deep enough to where you don't have to keep all three of them on the court at the same time to sustain a lead. They can go up big. You don't even need one. They can go up big or they can go up at some point in the first quarter, and you can sit all of them for a good 3 minutes at max, 4 minutes at max, and that lead might not disappear. They can hold the lead with the depth that they have now. I'm not saying that they're about to go out here and blitz teams how the Warriors did, and now they don't play no fourth quarters. I'm not saying that. But at first, going into the offseason, it was like, all right, you got these four. Health is a concern. But if one of those guys aren't there, literally Bobo's your best player off the bench or Watanabe is your best player off the bench, you're cooked. After that,
all I'm hearing you do is talk about Phoenix and y'all talking about buckets like they didn't give up 126 points. Who they stopping?
Nobody.
Who are they slowing down? So we're just going to outscore everybody. That's what we're doing?
That's how you
I hate to say it, Tim. I hate to say it. I hate to say this. Oh, God, I hate to say this. Oh, I got to say it, though, man.
Say it,
forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. They don't got to stop. They don't got to guard. Nobody.
So they start the game like Mars said.
Play like a lick of defense. It's unfuckable.
Wow. Hey, so these they the Phoenix Suns in 05 or 6. That's what they are. They just running up and down on everybody. We're a punch drunk boxing.
They can score 100.
They got a chance in every game. They got a chance every game.
Oh, that part I'm not on the fence about. When you got Bradley Beal, when you got Devin Booker, when you got Kevin Durant, when you got these guys on the floor, that's 90 points on any given night from them three right there. 90 on any given night, you could get that. But with that being said, at some point, you got to slow teams down because you're going to run up on teams that are going to be able to slow you down. That's going to happen. And we've seen that. We've never talking about Bradley Beal like Bradley Beal has just been lights out since he walked in the door. He has not been.
I mean, since Bradley Beal ascended.
And this is the same Bradley Beal. This is the same Bradley Beal who over the last.
Hey, chill. Hey, my nigga out on bail. Hey, Bradley Beal back in the streets. Hey, chill.
I don't think he out on bail.
No. I'm saying
the charges got dropped.
He's off bail. He's off bail. All I know is he's out of prison.
He's back on the block.
Hey, look, this is all I'm gonna say. I personally think Bradley Beal's better than a lot of you guys, and I really do think that the way I see him come mid-season, a lot of people are going to start respecting his game a lot more, and especially it's hard. And you guys know how I feel. When you guys, it was bad.
How did y'all forget about B-Rad?
Every time, because for some reason Bradley Beal was the poster boy of empty stats. We talk about someone putting up numbers. Well, Bradley Beal put up 30. Like Bradley Beal was a hooper. Like if you were paying attention, it wasn't empty 30. Maybe the Wizards weren't great, but it wasn't empty 30. You could see he can score the basketball. And last season, it felt like he was adjusting to it felt like he was playing his way to a new team last season. He was playing more without the basketball. He was making better decisions. He was working on his catch and shoot game. He was playing like he was the best player on the team, but he was playing like he was preparing to be a second or third option. That's what it looked like in Washington. It was his audition. And he played great. He's one of the best catch and shoot players in the league. He's one of the most efficient finishers at the rim for a guard. Like he's elite. He's 100% one of the premier two guards in this league. I mean, he doesn't get.
And I think that the problem that we have is that he's been in and out of the lineup due to health. We already know who KD is at this point. We already know who KD is at this point. So with KD, Bradley Beal has been in and out of the lineup. Him and Devin Booker both play the same position. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie to you, Damo. It gave me 2011 Dallas Maverick vibes where there really wasn't an offense that Dallas was running. It was Jason Kidd, get the ball and go. And when they got into the half court, give it to Dirk or get somebody else involved. It really didn't look like you needed a lot of continuity because you had guys who could get their shot whenever. That's kind of what it gave me the vibe of. But the difference is that I'm thinking about when we get down to playing against better teams where you're going to have to guard and you're not going to be able to score on the regular when you're playing against better defensive teams. Because if we're talking about these dudes scoring like that, are we talking about them like the Warriors? Are we talking about them like the GOAT? Are we talking about them like that? Because if we're talking about them like that, then they win an NBA championship. I don't think they're that good. Because number one, I don't think KD's going to hold up. I don't think KD's going to hold up.
I'm not saying I believe it at this moment, but it's definitely a reality that I'm seeing that this team has the potential to be something on offense we've just genuinely not seen before in the way that they will consistently score. It is a change. It's two things that can happen with this team. There's a situation where the only time they will lose are when genuinely their guys aren't hitting shots. And I know that sounds so simple, but in reality, the only way they're losing is if they beat themselves by not being able to hit. Which, when you have Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant, I don't think that's going to happen often to where two or three of them are just not on that night. That's not going to be something. The only other thing I can see is if teams find a way to truly defend them, which I don't even think there's teams in the league with enough defenders to truly defend this Suns team healthy. Health is a big thing. Consistency and not wetting the bed genuinely. I know when they first got together, I was like, oh, yeah, all this to lose in the second round. Yeah. But watching them actually play, seeing the type of pace and the type of offense they can put on the team, and if they stay healthy with the depth that they have, because that's enough. I like a lot of the guys on their bench. I really do.
I do too.
I like a lot of guys on their bench.
I did see that.
And they complement these guys well. They complement the guys on the court pretty well, in my opinion.
Right.
Man, listen, the West is goddamn scary. The West is scary. If
I'm just thinking about,
I would be terrified. But
I'm thinking about the offense that they have and how reliant they're going to be on that offense to win. Because at some point you got to slow people down. You have to.
In the West alone, what teams do you feel like it's going to come down to them slowing down the pace and it turns into that style of basketball where it's half court, slow down, you got to defend? Which teams is it?
So keep it a buck. I don't even think I think only one team that perfectly match up with Phoenix, and it's the Celtics. That's it. Besides that, I can't really necessarily say a team from top to bottom can match up with them and kind of stop them offensively. I think the Celtics is the only team that truly has the weapon on the perimeter on the defense that can really stop them.
Yo, SB, and I'm here to tell you, the Celtics don't want it with the Suns because it's going to turn into a shootout. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to turn into a shootout. Because offense is better than defense on both of their best days. Yeah. So it's going to turn into a shootout. You guys have a good defense, but once we still match up, we're still not able to stop Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal from getting to their spots. So then it's going to turn into, okay, Tatum.
I could slow him down.
Yeah, but the only problem with the Celtics is that once you start getting the shootout, they like to play shootout basketball with you, and that's what cooked them every time instead of playing their game of basketball. Because OG, I know you like shaking your head nodding like, no, what makes Denver so great is not defense. They have a juggernaut just on the offensive side too, where Phoenix gonna have a problem with stopping Jokic, and they run a great pick and roll game, and then he could get them in spots to get their shooters the ball. Then you look at a team like Phoenix, where yes, it's gonna be hard to see them at nights where you're gonna say all three of them gonna be off, because now it's like Bradley Beal haven't seen this many one-on-one matchups in years, and you think he cannot? This guy was a 30-point scorer when teams was blitzing him, and he was the main attraction. Now you telling me he get more one-on-one opportunities he's gonna kill? Even we seen Devin Booker in that second round series where he was putting up crazy numbers on crazy efficiency because the gravitation of Kevin Durant was giving him better opportunities and better shots that he haven't seen in years. So now you're telling me you got Bradley Beal, who's a great one-on-one player and a great catch-and-shoot guy. You got Devin Booker there too, and Kevin Durant, where they all making the job easier and they really gonna dominate on the perimeter. The only team I really see that do that with the great perimeter defense is the Boston Celtics. The Nuggets don't have it. The Lakers don't have it. The Bucks don't have it. It's really just the Celtics.
Maybe
the Clippers, if the Clippers are healthy. If healthy,
so if we're talking all teams healthy, and I'm just thinking of the West, I don't want to. We literally just had the conversation about, oh man, LeBron and them is looking past the East and looking in the West. So I'm not about to do that now. So we're not about to. I'm not about to look in the East right now. I'm just sticking in the West.
That's fair.
I think the Nuggets do pose a problem, but it's a beatable problem if I'm the Suns. And I'm just how I'm looking at it. I think the Clippers pose healthy. I'm saying all teams healthy. I think the Clippers pose a legitimate issue. Because the same way they got three guys that can get buckets, the Clippers got two, and those two can guard up. Now they might
respect Norman Powell.
Norman Powell's come off the bench. I'm just talking about the starters, but yes, Norman Powell's a flamethrower. I think Bones can be a flamethrower as well. I'm super high on Bones Highland. I think Bones can be a flamethrower. I think Russ is the ultimate X factor right now in his career playing with the Clippers. So any given night, they can match production if guys is going, and they got guys to actually defend. Again, Kawhi and PG are past their primes defensively, but if you're comparing Kawhi and PG defense to Devin Booker and Bradley Beal defense,
it's still better.
Like night and day in my opinion. Unless I'm selling their defense short, which Devin Booker in the playoffs last year was playing good defense, but is that sustainable for a whole season? That's all I'm saying. Bradley Beal's defense, need to see it. Another team, I'm a homer. If everything's clicking, if the team is clicking and we're healthy, the Lakers do pose a problem. Any team with a dominant big,
Prince.
Yes. There you go, right there. You hit it right on the head, that Damo. Keep going. Any team
you just answered the question that you asked, Damo. I don't even have to say, because you just answered the question that you asked me. You asked me give you the teams. Well, I'm thinking about when the game slows down, when they got to deal with the Denver Nuggets. One of the biggest problems that they have is in Portland now. The big man that they have. So who do they have cleaning glass? Nurkic, who can't stay healthy. And we already saw what happened to them last year in the playoffs, because I got a dude in the chat telling me that the Nuggets swept the Lakers. Just so you know, in the 4 games that they beat them, they won by 24 points total. The 4 games that the 4 games that the Denver Nuggets beat the Phoenix Suns, they beat them by an average margin of 15 a game. Served them dudes, knocked them out the playoffs. So now let's talk about them when they got to deal with big guys. When they're dealing with Joker, who cleans glass. When they're dealing with Anthony Davis, who also cleans glass and rim protects. And that Laker team that gang rebounds. I'm not concerned with the Phoenix Suns. I'm not concerned with the Phoenix Suns who can score. I'm not sure Kevin Durant's going to hold up, because over the last couple of years, I've seen him break down throughout the season. He's getting older. The goods are still there. The problem is that I'm not sure that he's going to hold up throughout the season. I think that's going to be a problem. And the fact that you guys are going to have to slow people down. SB is talking to me about Bradley Beal getting one-on-one coverage. He is getting one-on-one coverage. You're asking him when he's getting one-on-one coverage to do that throughout the season. He's going to run into ballers, though. It's not like he's getting one-on-one coverage against okay players. We're talking about the Western Conference here. He's going to have to deal with Anthony Edwards, right? He's going to have to deal with Steph Curry. He's going to have to deal with all of these guys. He's going to have to deal with these dudes offensively, and that can affect your offense. That's going to affect their offense. They're not going to be able, like Mars said, to start games going 17 for 20. I mean, if they're doing that every night, forget it. Nobody has a shot. I don't think that that's realistic. So to answer your question, Damo, I think Denver's going to be a huge problem for them. I think the Lakers are going to be a huge problem for them. When you're talking about big guys, I think Minnesota is going to be a problem for them also. Those are the 3 teams that I'm thinking about off the top of my head.
Now, OG,
I
they
think
give them problems. They give them problems for different reasons. But we was asking like who defensively can get a problem. I don't really think like matchup wise is really on the sense. Now you add every team. You notice every team that you said has a big who can operate. That's the only thing that's going to be a different dynamic. You got a big who can operate. Like if AD coming out playing like MVP, AD give you 27 and 12. Yes, he's going to give them problems. Jokic going to give you the same numbers. Even if Chet plays serviceable, a little bit above. Or at an all-star caliber level with Ant-Man, then yes, that's where the problem come in at. You're gonna need a dominant big, but if your big does not play dominant, it's gonna be crucial. It's gonna be a problem for you. It's gonna be chicken. Right. It's ugly.
But this is my thing. I'm talking about the teams as they are right now. If you're healthy right now, I'm just gonna assume you're healthy. I don't want to put the injury bug on anybody. So just assuming that it's healthy. Nurkic is healthy right now. I know a lot of y'all aren't high on Nurkic. I like Nurkic.
He's solid.
This Suns team as is today beats the dog out that Denver team that just won the championship. I'm talking about they beat the hell out of them. So with that being said, I only see the clip. And once again, we're talking about healthy. I only see the Clippers being able to slow them down. I only see the Celtics being able to slow them down. Nobody wants to play this Suns team. Nobody. And I know.
Respect Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, them too. I mean, for sure. But
that's perimeter defense is in question.
I was just thinking about the Western Conference. I didn't even talk about anybody in the East.
I'm not gonna lie, Damo. They don't, Damo. But I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be a hater today. You know,
I want to be a hater today. The Bucks don't.
I don't want to.
If we're talking about defense, and you guys are saying that somebody has to slow them down, which I'm not. I don't think the Bucks can slow them down. But if you're talking about those defenses, you still have to put the Bucks in that conversation. Also, the same thing that Chill just said about AD, Jokic. The Bucks pose that same problem. Do I have to rewind the clock? What happened? A couple. Hey, might not be the same unit, but it is the same team, and he will do the same thing, if not worse. What to the finals, Mark?
So because it's the same franchise.
It's the same franchise.
AD wasn't there. AD is no longer there. Jae Crowder is now on the okay, cool.
Okay, Mark, he sees them. He just feels a certain type of way. It's stuff about the Suns logo or the color in the jerseys. I don't know. He sees purple and he's ready to go. Shout out the Kings. But I'm saying like it's still gonna be the same domination that AD or Jokic, if not worse, with Giannis. And then on top of that, they legitimately have a second guy that the Suns can't deal with.
Who is that?
Who's talking himself?
Who's on Jamal Murray?
He'll
damn! I saw damn.
I think the Warriors.
Not even Dame.
I need the name, bro. I'm lost right now.
Brook Lopez.
Gotcha. Because he's gonna lock up Bradley Beal. Gotcha.
But no, let me ask for anybody that's a Bucks believer, because I'm not. They're about to fold. Tell me who's guarding Bradley Beal on the Bucks?
Who is going to deal with Bradley Beal?
Probably.
Yeah.
Marjan.
Andre Jackson Jr.
Hey, I wanted to talk about Marjan today. We don't got the time to, but shout out Marjan. But to answer your question, Damo, probably Pat Connaughton.
SGA today.
What about Bill?
OKC.
Yeah, I'm waiting for us to get with the
Hey, it's coming. I'm trying to transition there right now, but we still got 45 more minutes, people. Hey, just keep your seatbelts fastened. We're gonna get there. But
nah, we
hey, I mean, it technically the press box is canceled after this for those football fans. It's not gonna be no press box after this. So I mean, technically, we don't have no time constraints. But Damo, to answer your question, Pat Connaughton is guarding
Bill.
Yeah.
So he's guarding Booker.
Middleton.
Chris Middleton.
He's guarding KD.
Giannis gonna have.
Who's going to come? Yeah, Giannis going to have.
Giannis got to strap up. Giannis got to strap up. Hey, but look though, KD got to guard Giannis too, though. I know where you're getting to, but I'm just throw this out there in advance. KD got to guard up too.
Bobby Portis the
guard. Who is Dame guarding?
Who's Dame guarding? Oh, Dame gets the simple and good job of guarding a Kogi. Hit that corner three, buddy.
Yep.
Now, let me.
We cannot hide these dudes.
Respect Eric Gordon. Respect Eric Gordon.
If the Bucks play the Suns, Giannis will be guarding a Kogi. I'm pretty sure.
That'd be bad.
So what? Dame got built.
Just duck that smoke from now.
Dame is gonna have to guard someone, but
Jae Crowder now moves over to KD.
Jae Crowder guard.
Jae Crowder guarding KD.
They might run Giannis at the 5.
But I actually like that. I like that,
Mark. Guarding Okogie or Nurkic, one or the other.
What's the chance?
I actually like Giannis guarding Nurkic and then having Brook roam off of Kobe.
I was gonna say, what are the chances
Dame
of
has
like
to guard someone.
I was gonna say, what's the chances of them actually having a starting lineup with Nazir Little? But
hey, I think we're gonna see a lot of people rotate at that 4.
The Suns got a squad, bro. The Suns got a squad. Y'all are really sleeping on them dudes.
How long until we see Bobo DMPs?
Nasir Little, Eric Gordon. Man,
relax, bro. Relax.
Bobo might be in the bottom 5 of the NBA.
Yo, Mars.
He bad.
Damo, I hate to say this, and a lot of y'all might not know, so a lot of y'all might not be with me on this either. Bobo, the 3rd best center on that team. And Bobo's going to see.
How many they got? What, 4?
They got 3. He's 4th?
He's worse than Chemezi Metu.
I mean, that's not
and he's worse than Nurkic.
No, wait. Drew Eubanks.
Yeah, Nurkic, Drew Eubanks, Chemezi Metu.
Oh, I thought you said Azubuike. Damn, he's the 5th best center?
Might be.
That kills that point. Let's kill that logic.
Wait a second, Ron. So all of a sudden now, Ron, you don't fuck with Bobo no more, Ron. All of a sudden now that
I like Bobo. I love Bobo. He's just, I have to admit, at this point, hey, you see guys and you get to see their progression. He hasn't hit the potential that I thought he would.
Anything to hype up Giannis and Dame, bro. You just like 2 months ago. I'm still the biggest Bobo fan I ever met. I'm
still as good of a fan. I'm still as good of a fan, but I'm being but this has nothing
to do with man.
This has nothing to do with the Milwaukee Bucks. This has nothing to do with the Milwaukee Bucks. This has nothing to do with the Bucks. This has everything to do with the Suns. We're looking at the Suns roster. We're not talking. I'm not comparing him to Brook Lopez. I'm not comparing him to none of those guys.
You the one brought up Milwaukee. You the one brought up Milwaukee because you can't.
I brought up Milwaukee.
Not somebody other than Giannis and Dame from
Bobo has
now Bobo is garbage to push up.
All right, so look. Check this out. Let's do this then. Bobo's as good as I think he is. He starts for the Suns. What happens against the Bucks? Since you want to do this, what happens against the Bucks?
That's chicken. They still beat their ass.
That's chicken.
Wait, so the start. So wait. So the starting 5 is Bill, Booker, KD, Bobo, and Nurk.
Yeah,
that's your full court.
Oh, that's chicken. That's chicken in the paint.
The Bucks in trouble, bro. The Bucks is in trouble.
Hey, Giannis go average.
Kevin Durant's in the starting lineup. Oh man.
Hey, Giannis go average 40 and 18 against that front court.
Who is Dame gonna guard in that lineup? That's crazy.
Dame said people are gonna be surprised. He plays defense.
No, they're not. No, we are not.
So wait, you're telling me Dame waited till year 12 to try to guard somebody?
Yeah, Dame needed good teammates to play defense.
Give me a break.
That's how it works.
I love this NBA shit. I love this shit. This is like a soap opera, bro. I feel like I'm watching General Hospital. I feel like I'm watching Days of Our Lives or some shit. This fool said, what y'all gonna do? Clog the paint or let me make 9 threes? You know how many threes this nigga got to shoot to make 9?
I mean,
he's gonna have to
and by the way, Big Ox, to make 9, he's got to be efficient. Like if he shot 20, that's pretty good to make 9.
He gonna have to shoot 25 to 33s to make 9 of them.
I mean, what?
No way y'all winning with that dude shooting 33s. No way.
I mean,
he's shooting 23s.
Oh
23
my god!
Too much for me.
Hey, the NBA is officially loving hip hop, bro. I love this shit, bro.
I think that's why I'm so high on the Suns because they're like the antithesis of this. Analytic antithesis, like the opposite of this.
Where my dictionary at,
bro? You don't know what antithesis means? Antithesis. Break the word down. Anti. Focus, Mark. Focus, Ron. Where you at?
So I know what anti is. What is emphasis?
Antithesis, you said?
Like thesis. So the thesis is the norm. They're the anti that. Focus.
My fault.
Ron,
before you get to the definition, read that to me.
I thought since some people weren't here, I could use long words today, but I guess not. I'll keep it.
Well, I'm not gonna throw a fit about it. I'm
yo.
gonna do the research and figure it out. No big deal.
No, my fault,
I'm
my
mad
fault.
at you.
They're like
All right,
the
March.
opposite of like this,
Somebody might come and
this,
kick
like-
this screen down. Hey, shout out my man. He's not here, but shout out my man. Go ahead, March.
So they're like the opposite of this like analytics basketball of like threes and layups. They're like the opposite. They're very reliant on the mid range, and I really like that about them because some teams are like
is that
most
antithesis
teams,
like F or PH?
TH
I'm trying to figure this out.
ANTITHESIS.
Antithesis.
Just put it in
Yes.
your
Oh,
once you look it
TH
up,
antithesis. I thought
Yes,
you said
TH.
antithesis.
Yes,
Yes.
antithesis.
Yes. Shout out to
Yes,
antithesis.
anti that.
Oh, that's what y'all say. Oh, I know what that
I
means.
thought he said antithesis. I didn't know he said
Oh,
That's
antithesis.
what
my
he-
fault.
Chill, it was the accent.
He got
His
that
accent
British
threw
thing
me
going on,
off.
Chill, Tim.
Yeah,
I know what he
my
meant.
fault, my fault, my
I
fault.
didn't know what he meant though.
But yeah, they're like the opposite of
personal
like
thing that
the
is the direct
analytics
opposite
movement.
of someone or something else. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, they're like the opposite of like the analytics movement of threes and layups, and they get mid-range jump shots. And teams are like designed to stop threes and layups. They kind of concede mid-range jump shots. You can't concede mid-range jump shots to Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal.
They'll
So what
crack those all
teams
night.
are gonna have to do? They're gonna have to abandon their defensive principles in order to slow this team down. And if you shrink the floor on them in the mid-range, that's what's gonna create open threes for Yuta Watanabe, Eric Gordon, Josh Okogie. Those guys, they're gonna get open threes off the fact that
Grayson
these guys
Allen,
are
Eric Gordon.
Grayson Allen. They're drawing defenses into the mid-range and it's going to create open threes. That's how they're going to thrive. I don't know the answer to that because with all the space in today's game, mid-range jump shots, if you can make them at a high clip, which is what they can do, on any given possession, they're going to have an elite shot. Kevin Durant last year was at 55% from the mid-range. If you have someone who can get a mid-range jump shot at a 55% clip anytime they want, you can't stop that offense. It's not possible to slow down an offense.
Because it expands. Because it expands the O. Absolutely. Because it expands the O.
The difference between that and like Steph Curry, who shoots 40% from three, Steph Curry can't create a 40% from three look every time down the floor. It's not possible, whether that be off-ball movement, teams are switching, or he's having to create at the top of the key. It might not be as an efficient look. Any team in the NBA can create a mid-range jump shot anytime down the floor. So you literally cannot stop them from getting what they want on the floor. And it's that efficient. That's the problems they pose. And that's why I think they're going to be so elite. So I think that's probably the most intriguing thing about them. Now, whether or not you can just play physical with KD again in the playoffs and he misses his layups, like he said, I don't know. But in a regular season, I don't think you can stop this offense, in my humble estimation.
Respect Bobo. Bobo resurgence. All I'm saying.
Bobo resurgence. Okay.
I just think to Mars's point, man, the mid-range opens up so much more the offense. When you crack in the 15, the 18 footer, that gives the big man more space on the block. That the rim is more open. And then now that it actually stretches the defense out to the long ball line where you're going to get better looks. Because now you can't really help on the mid-range. When a guy's driving to the basket, I can't help on the mid-range because he's going to crack that. And then now I gotta guard that guy, which means now one-on-one coverage is even worse. Because if you got a guy in the mid-range that's that efficient and that can score like that, well, I can't help. I can't help off of that because if I'm helping off of him, he's going to crack the mid-range shot all night. So yeah, I can get with that logic, sure.
I also do want to point out that Nurkic is a serviceable three-point shooter. Shot 36% last year. He has had a year where he shot 40%, and he's also a pretty good passer too. So I mean,
Nurkic three-point shooter. The Suns shouldn't be asking him to do that.
No, I don't think so. He's gonna shoot 1 to 2 a game.
Yeah, he'll take like 1 a game. Yeah.
I'm just saying
that's decent volume. Two attempts last year on 36% for Nurkic. That's not bad.
Numbers don't lie.
The Suns shouldn't be asking him to be shooting threes.
I mean, they're not going to ask Okogie to shoot threes either, but it's going to be a point where they're open. The shot clock may be running down, or they're just wide open, and he's going to have to shoot it.
Yeah, but you can run a lineup where instead of Okogie, you put in Grayson Allen or Utah or Nasir Little, and they can shoot. And it's not just about the mid-range creates open threes. Let's say Kevin Durant comes up a pick and roll. You can't play drop because he can take the pull up mid-range. So then you either have to switch or you have to trap. Then you got Nurkic in the short roll, who's a good passer by your own admission, or he can finish because he's got good touch around the rim. So then if he kicks out, it's not a Bradley Beal spot up period. It's now you're closing out to Bradley Beal. He's attacking that closeout and he's putting more pressure on the rim again. or he's taking a pull-up mid-range. So then he's collapsed in the defense for the second time. Then he kicks out. Oh, guess what? Devin Booker, hello there. Another attack of a closeout. A pull-up 18-foot. You can't stop. They have too many options. I don't know the answer. I feel bad for any coach to try to do this.
Bill, Booker, and KD to when they call out that screen and they blitz them up there to make that pass consistently or make.
I trust KD and I trust Booker and Bill to do it. I trust KD. I trust KD to be able to do it, but not as consistently as I do with Booker and Bill. But KD also has the ability to shoot over the top of the hedge and defender, so that's why I don't think he needs to.
Does Chet have the ability to shoot over anybody today? If you're watching him today, does Chet have the ability to shoot over anybody?
Absolutely.
I gotta see him play some NBA. What? I can't believe it, but I gotta see him play some NBA.
The reason I'm saying is because he has a very low set point on his jump shot. Like KD, the reason he can shoot over everyone is because he's bringing the ball all the way up here. Chet's shooting it from like Trae Young, so it's not really shooting over people. That's why I think. That's why I'm like he has the height and the length to be able to shoot over the top of anyone. But his set point is so low that I don't think he's actually shooting over people. So
you got to get that. You got to get that Larry Bird in.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he has to change anything. I'm just saying that's why I'm hesitant on.
So if that's true, then there's other aspects of his game that's going to help Oklahoma City. Instead of him, in addition to him being able to shoot the basketball, there's other aspects of his game that's going to be able to help them, like his ability to rim protect.
Fantastic segue.
That defense is about to
that was Blake Griffin ass with the
that was an elite segue right there. That was
elite. That was elite.
But yeah, Chet's rim protection is definitely.
Hey, SB, that's chill with chill. That's chill with chill, SB.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Chill and chill combination right there.
But yeah, I think Chet's aggression on offense is the most important thing. I from what I've seen of him, even at Gonzaga, he just wasn't very aggressive, like looking to get his own shot. I think that's where I think he needs to be better at. I think he's got great touch around the rim. He can pass the ball very well. He can shoot, but he chooses more often than not to look for his teammates or to not look at the rim. I think that's what they need. They need someone who can be an aggressive scorer, and I think that's. Think so? I think it always adds another option. If you have a 7'1" guy who can get the ball on the 3-point line and someone closes out and then he can attack off that and then finish at the rim. That's better than someone who is hesitant and he's just going to throw a dribble handoff.
Well, no. I was saying, do you think they need that in terms of the Oklahoma City Thunder because of the fact of the guys that already have? Do they need him to be looking to be aggressive or him looking to be try to be the best defender he can be and just get it where he can on offense? Because you have a guy like Josh Giddey who's going to feed you an easy 6 to 8 points a night just for being on the court with his IQ and playing off of the attention Shai's getting and assuming J-Dub takes some type of step up so he's garnering more attention as well. Do you think it will be beneficial for him if that team's really trying to win to just get in where he fits in on offense, get the easy points, but just look to play winning basketball versus looking to be like, all right, I got to be aggressive. I got to start trying to score on my own. Do you think he should try to score within the offense and off his teammates?
I think.
Yeah, I think aggressiveness doesn't mean break the offense. It means if the opportunity presents itself, the first option should be put pressure on the defense, try and find something for yourself, and then that will in turn collapse the defense and create for either yourself or others. I think right now what Chet's at is he's not looking to score, and instead he's looking to not create for other people, but just move the ball and keep the possession going. And I think the best option sometimes is attack that paint, attack a closeout, get downhill. Do those type of things, and that's in turn going to cause breakdowns. Get guys like Jalen Williams open. Get guys like Shai able to attack downhill. Get guys like Giddey wide open threes. That's what I think he's best at, and I think that's where, in order for this team to reach their ceiling, Chet doesn't need to be 25 a game, but he does need to be someone who is a viable threat to score at any moment, and I think he has the ability to do that. I just think right now he's not drilled that way, and I think he can be. But the main thing about Chet is the defense. The defense is insane. The potential he has as a rim protector, versatile, switchable, pick and roll coverages, IQ. Like we talk about James Wiseman not knowing the game. Chet knows the game.
He looks like he's been around for a while. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
When it comes to coverages, he's very cerebral when it comes to those things. That's what I'm high on about Chet. I don't think he's going to average 16 or anything this year. He might be 12-8, but his defense is going to be pivotal for this team, who I think struggled in the rim.
And Mars, to double down on your point, I think the reason why he does do that with the pass, I think, like, obviously we've seen great success with this team, and we all can acknowledge that this might be the best young core in the NBA right now. They got talent from top to bottom of this roster, and maybe he's seen that, and maybe he's seen that. So now he probably coming in like, I'm just getting what I fit in. Obviously, this is technically his rookie year. So maybe, and I think maybe he should get the mindset where it's like, I think he could be that second guy because OKC found that guy in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now they're looking for that second guy to actually build up and take that next step. And we all believe he could be that guy. So maybe I want to see that aggression from him when he gets to the point, all right, first couple of months, see how you fit in with the team. And then obviously when the opportunities come, take advantage of it so this team can build off of it and go to the next level because this is one of the best young teams in the league. And when it comes to a rebuild, every team should take the blueprint of what the OKC Thunder did and start from there.
I think that Chet, a lot of his action, I do not want him on the box, Mars. I do not. If I ever get him on the box, it has to be something quick. I'm not running anything for him being on the box like what Denver does with Joker or like what the Lakers do with Anthony Davis, where we're running action off of him on the box. No, I do not want that. I want him more in the mid post and in the mid range. I think his game kind of like Cat starts from the outside in because he's not that. He's more of a finesse big than he is a power big. So a guy that's pick and diving, pick and pop. And I don't think that we talk enough about Chet as a transition player. He gets up and down the floor with the best of them. And not only does he get up and down the floor with the best of them, he gets up and down the floor with the best of them with the basketball, not just without the basketball, with the basketball. He's got a stop and pop in his game, right? Not only does he have a stop and pop in his game, he has floaters in his game. So offensively, I like him where I'm thinking about Josh Giddey making plays for him, but him also making plays for Josh Giddey. And him making plays for SGA. But defensively, to Mars's point, I think he's going to make Lou Dort so much better. I think he's going to make SGA so much better just off the strength of his ability to rim protect and his ability to rebound. I think he could be a double-digit rebounder this season. I very well believe that he could be a double-digit rebounder this season. Because in order for them to go as far as I think that they're going to go, I think they're a legit playoff team. I don't think they're a play-in team. I think they're a legit playoff team. And as long for them to go as far as I think that they can go, he needs to be on the floor. And he doesn't need to be on the floor for 22, 25 minutes. No, he needs to play. And in order for them to win, that's the way that they're going to be effective, with him being on the floor with those things that I talked about.
OG, who's they five right now? I know it's SGA, Giddey.
It was Jalen Williams last year.
Not the
rookie.
Is Chet starting? Is Chet starting?
I think Chet absolutely starts.
At the four?
Absolutely starts. And on top of that,
I don't know if it's at the 4 or at the 5, but I would probably
because you got to play Dort, and then what about Williams? That's what
for the rim perception.
I'd put him at the 5 and see how it goes. If he's physically outmatched, I would think about sliding him down to the 4 and then bringing back in Jalen Williams, but at least at the start.
So Jalen Williams,
I would go Shai, Giddey, Jalen. I wouldn't start Lou Dort, me personally. I would start Shai, Giddey, J-Dub, Chet, and then the other Jalen Williams. Like long term, I think that's probably what they're going to do. Okay. Then the first game of the season, it would probably be Shai, Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet. The other Jalen Williams. They have 2 Jalen Williams. It's all over the place.
Yes, they got a lot. Yeah.
J-Dub. J-Dub is the non-big.
I said J-Dub.
And then Jalen Williams is the one from Arkansas. That's how.
Because I think Dort going to start because of his defensive ability. So I think they're going to find a way to start him and put him on the court. That's why.
He's so bad offensively.
But it's just because this team got so much. This team got talent.
I know where you at with that. And I know exactly where you are with that. It's not that he's bad offensively, Mars. The problem is how they're using him. They make him a one-on-one player. And that's not his game. He should be more like you just talked about with the Phoenix Suns. He should live in the 15 to 18 foot area and be able to knock down a 3 every once in a while. But that's where he should live. That's where his game should be, between 15 to 18 feet. The problem is that he gets the ball and he's going between his legs and he's trying to go one-on-one, and that's not his game. The thing about the Oklahoma City Thunder, when you look at their roster, I think they got 7 or 8 guys that's 6'6". So they're going to play fast. They're going to play fast a lot this season. And when you throw lineups like that out, I think that takes pressure off of guys like Chet. For a little bit of time when you can go with small ball lineups like that. But Lou Dort, it's the way that they're using him. Defensively, I think he's fantastic. Offensively, he needs to live in the 15 to 18 foot area, be able to knock down a 3. Not consistent, he's not Klay Thompson or anything like that. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is when he's open, he needs to be able to knock down a 3. But his bread and butter and his money game needs to be in the mid-range.
Role players can't get mid-range opportunity. That's just the way the NBA is now. Role players are going to be asked, if you can't spot up and shoot, you have to be an elite cutter. He's neither one. He can't finish at the rim, and he doesn't shoot the three consistently.
Mars, what he does do though,
15 to 18 foot spot up jump shots. They're not. That's just the game now. Unfortunately or fortunately, that's how it is now.
What Dort does get though, and what he does provide offensively, is running the floor. Dort is one of the most athletic. Mars, I know you don't like it, but I'm saying like you got SGA, you got Josh Giddey. He's a threat on the fast break at any moment in time, and that's whether he's getting a steal or that's whether it's a rebound and they pushing the break. Dort does get up the floor, and he is a fast break threat.
I'm not gonna lie, for this team, and this is just for the time being, unless it shows it can work. I would personally go Shea, Dort, Giddey, J-Dub, and Chet. Because J-Dub is put on some weight. He's gotten big. I don't know if he's put on weight or just changed his body a little bit. He's gotten bigger. He's prepared to play against bigger guys compared to his rookie year. So I would test that and see how it goes. If Chet is getting dominated by bigs, by the vast majority of bigs, which I don't think is going to happen. Chet got that dog in him. But if it happens, then we adjust going forward. But with that lineup, with how they like to play, oh my God, I can't wait to watch it. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking about it, how unfair it is that some of these bum-ass teams got all this national televised games and the Thunder mess around and only got like 14, 15. That is a crime. That is terrorist activity from the league because this team is going to be one of the most fun teams to watch, and people genuinely aren't going to get to see it. And then you're going to turn your head.
Donald, would you give up some of the Lakers games?
I'll give up some of the Lakers games. 100%. I would 100% give up, and I'm being dead ass honest. I will 100% give up half of the Lakers televised games to see more of these young teams play.
They got this Oklahoma City team, yo. They got a good young team. They need to be on TV more. They do.
I agree. I just wanted to know.
They the best young.
No, I agree. I feel the same way. I'm just that's why I was asking Damo, like, you know,
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't count as young core. He doesn't. He's 20.
All right, so the best young.
All right, well hold on. So I want to go around. I want to go around the room. I want to go around the room. I want to get everybody's top 3 young cores in the NBA. We'll see if OKC's in there, and we'll see if it's at the top of the list. But Mars, SB asked you, so you're first.
Houston, Detroit, Orlando. OKC's
not in there.
Shea is 25. That's not young core. I'm sorry, Chet, Giddey, J-Dub, the other Jalen Williams, and
25 is young.
Do we classify Shea as a young core?
Anthony Edwards is a young player. Shea
if we're doing that, then we gotta do that with the Boston Celtics. I mean, Jason Tatum's 25 years old.
I'm not calling these guys young players.
JV's what, 26, almost 27?
26, right?
I'm sorry. If no one classifies Jason Tatum as a young player anymore. He's a young superstar, like compared to Steph Curry's old, LeBron's old. He don't get put in the young core category. But Shea does, and they're the same age. I'm not putting a 25-year-old in a young core. He's not. He's a core piece.
If you're 25 and under,
I believe so, SB.
To me, 25 and under is young.
No, when I consider young, that's fine. It's subjective. For me, 20. We
all got different.
23 and younger is like young core.
Celtics, why they got a young core. No, if Shea Gilgeous is the oldest person in the lineup, or one of the oldest, they consider.
That's why they got the 4th best young core with Chet, Giddey, J-Dub, Kaysen Wallace, the other Jalen Williams. They got the 4th best. I'm sorry if Shea doesn't count, which he doesn't for me. Detroit, Houston, Orlando are better young cores.
All right, SB, I'm gonna ask you now. Who you got?
I'm say OKC or the Orlando Magics. And do I want to say the Pistons? I'm gonna say no. I just not say the Pistons. The Blazers.
Not mad at. I'm not mad at the Blazers.
You consider DeAndre Ayton young?
Is he under 25 or 25?
He's probably 25.
Well, he's in his senior year being young. There you go. After 25, you ain't young no more.
Interesting.
Yo, Damo, you seem like you wasn't feeling that, so now I gotta ask you.
I just did that not to say the Pistons, but it's really the Pistons though.
Fucking Portland, ew. OKC, Houston, and Detroit are mine.
Houston, no way.
In that order?
What do you mean? No way.
Fred VanVleet starting. Is he young?
What is starting out to do with a young core? What are we talking about?
That's what he just Mars did the same agenda. So I'm with the agenda.
What do you mean? I don't care what Mars did.
I just said Shea 25. That's what I said. I didn't say nothing about starting.
But
including Cam Whitmore in our young core. He definitely ain't starting. He might not even play, but he's in the young core.
That's crazy. What? The W agenda.
Just 25 isn't part of a young core to me. That's it.
And yes, Ron, in that order: OKC, Houston, Detroit.
All right. So you rocking with?
Franz and Paolo. I'm rocking with Franz and Paolo. K, Jaden, Jalen, and Asor as well. And then
the men's better. Sorry.
And then Jackie Young, Kelsey Plummer, Asia Wilson.
All right.
Chill.
Cleveland, OKC.
Oh, I forgot about
Orlando.
I definitely.
Who's Cleveland's young core? Darius Garland, Evan Mobley.
With the exception of Donovan Mitchell, none of the 485 guys are under 25 years old.
Yeah.
Allen's under 25?
Yes, he is under 25 years old.
Donovan Mitchell's the oldest player in they starting line.
Isaac Okoro not moving me, but Amani Bates, young core. So I guess cool. I thought Jared Allen was at 25, 26. So
don't you got fraud watch on Amani Bates? Now you want to give him praise?
No, I still think he's not gonna be elite NBA player. I think he can shoot. I think he's gonna be playing in the G League, and we'll see what happens. He's definitely
Mars thinks he's Duncan Robinson. That's who he thinks he is.
Yeah, but so you got him on fraud watch, pretty much.
Well, no, because I don't think he's fraudulent if he becomes Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson's a fraud.
He was the 49th.
No.
Duncan Robinson,
I'm compared to what everybody think Amani Bates is.
Oh yeah, I think everyone who thinks he's gonna be an all-star or elite scorer in the NBA is wrong. But I don't think he's gonna be a fraud.
Okay.
Jared Allen is 25. Okay, so he wouldn't be in my young core.
He must have just turned 25.
Yeah, I think he just did.
Like he must have literally just turned 25.
Yeah, he may have. Someone just said it in the chat. I didn't check his birthday.
Because during the season, he was not 25 years old.
Oh. All right, fellas. Back to OKC though. Yeah. Last year they were the 10th seed, and they were 40 and 42. So I need an over and under. Do they perform better than 40 wins, or are they under than 40 wins? And then I need you to tell me what seed do you think that they finish in?
I think Chet brings them a dynamic they didn't have last year, and that's going to bring them. I think that's going to bring them more wins. So those 40 wins, plus with SGA coming back healthy, Josh, not just healthy but better, Josh Giddey being better, and that core and their style of play, I think I'm looking at anywhere between 45 to 48 wins. I think they're, like I said, I think that they're a solid playoff team.
I think they're between the 6th and 7th seed, and I think the 6th and 7th seed are going to be super close this year. So, I mean, either they're snubbed as the bona fide playoff team and have to play in the play-ins because they're 7th seed, or they squeak by the play-ins and they become an undoubted playoff team being the 6th seed. But I got them around between 42 to 46 wins.
Yeah. I was around that number range. I got like from 42 to 46. I think Chet being in that lineup definitely going to add a different dynamic, but also they don't have the quality of surprising people because nobody didn't expect this team to be this good. So everybody looking at that young core and like expecting a good game. You're not sneaking on nobody. So that's going to be different. Like, of course, last year you just see all this OKC. Next thing you know, Shea done dropped 40 on your head and y'all lost to OKC. Now you're trying to figure out what's going on. So I think with teams actually paying attention to them so they don't get better games from a lot of different teams. But I do agree that the Chet dynamic will make them better, but I still see them around like 42 to like 46, 7 range, around that range.
Chat, I need y'all to do your homework. I need y'all to do your homework. This agenda that Chet is so light and frail. That was last year when he was a rookie. He has been in NBA development for an entire year, and he has gotten bigger. Now, yes, he did not put on Giannis weight at any point yet, but between his frame of his rookie year, well, this supposed to be rookie year, and his frame now, he definitely has filled out a little bit. He definitely has gotten bigger. I do need y'all to actually realize that. And for people that don't believe in Chet, I mean, just say you don't watch basketball. I get it. I understand. Hey, I get it. Nice. You don't watch basketball, you don't watch players. Just say that. Don't say you don't believe in somebody. Just say, I don't watch this guy, so I'm not going to believe him. Say that. Just tell the whole truth. Don't tell a half truth.
He nice. He nice, bro.
My thing with that, though, is a lot of people get bullied. Like, it's not necessarily like they're going to get punked. Him and Wembanyama, that's when I say those two are going to get punked. But they're both still elite rim protectors, and they're both going to provide good defense. Like, it's not everybody gets dunked on, everybody gets bullied. It happens to the best of them. So, like, it's going to be times where he gets taken advantage of due to him not being as strong as other players. But you got to understand, verticality is king. Him being, 7'3", 7'2"? Mm-hmm. And then being able to put his arms up and just tower over everybody, he's going to be all right.
And Ron, what I do hate about that, because it's like, that don't change the dynamic of him as a player, because everybody, and they kept making that video go viral when Wemby was being told as the top pick, when Kenny Lofton-Jr. was babying and put him in the ring. Nobody didn't care and say, oh, yeah, no, just because he got baby by Kenny Lofton, he not the number one pick. That's not going to change that. Certain physicalities does change the matchup problems, but that's still not going to stop the star power of the player. Just because Chet might get body one game, he's still going to go down the court and still give you the nice 15 to 16 points, still dominate on offense, still block shots here and there. So it's not going to change anything just because one player is more physical than him.
Let's keep it pushing, though. Who didn't give their predictions on
Ox, I believe.
Oklahoma City. What do you think, Big Ox?
I just think they're a scary young squad, man. I'm not sure about Chet yet. I think he has the IQ. I've seen the defensive IQ, like in the summer league and stuff like that, like him knowing where to be on defense, staying vertical. All that stuff is a big improvement. So, I mean, that right there alone can get you another 6 to 8 more games, which doesn't sound like a lot, but an extra 6 to 8 games in the West, that can get you from out the playoffs to the 5th seed. So, I don't know, man. I mean, SGA is who he is, but
y'all expect
Big Ox,
to play
Big
the
Ox,
same
40 games was the play-in tournament. Another 6 wins, 46 wins. I think that's the 4th seed in the West.
Yep, sounds about right. I think if they want 40, but the West just continues to get better and better. So it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for all those teams. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas, it's going to be rough for Dallas. It's going to be rough for OKC. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for us. When I say us, I mean Sacramento. It's going to be rough for Minnesota. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough out west. Like, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Ox, do you expect SGA to play the same way he did last year? Like all NBA first player, same type of numbers around that?
I mean, I don't think he should have been first team last year, but that's just
he played like a first team player, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean SGA. So this is my thing. Stat wise, it might not look as good, but SGA is gonna be just as good still. He's still gonna be as good as he was. He might not might not fill it up the same way. I mean, I think you add Chet. I mean, y'all know when you get a couple more better players or whatever, then sometimes your points might drop 2 or 3 points, but he's still gonna be just as good, just as effective. You can't lose him on defense. Hey man, we'll see, but kind of I don't know. Chet might it might take him 2 seasons to be ready. So
I think that's going to be the case too, and that's why I don't think that they're going to have as good of a season as everybody thinks. I do think they're still going to be scary. I do think they're going to look good, but I don't necessarily see a big wins jump. I think they even overachieved last year, and so with that being said, I think they're right on track still. But I still think they're around like the 40 win mark, somewhere around there. I don't see them jumping up to anything too much crazier than that.
Then on top of that too, you got I forgot to mention the Pelicans too. Pelicans, they healthy right now. Man, the honestly, OKC, this was crazy. This was funny. OKC might be better this year than they were last year, but they might win less games this year than they won last year. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say what you're saying right now. That's what I was gonna say.
They could easily go from a 40-win team to a 37-win team. It could happen. And I wouldn't be shocked. And by the record, people will think that they're regressing when in all actuality, they're still getting better. So let's just, we'll see what happens. I know I keep saying that, but that's all I can do.
I got a couple questions for y'all. So I mean, SBA kind of alluded to it, but I wanna know your expectations for Shai. And I also want to ask, do you guys believe that Chet is going to be Rookie of the Year or not? So I'm gonna go around the room. I want everybody to answer this question again. Chill, we can start with you.
I think he's going to be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. I think defensively, he's also going to be one of the better defensive players in the game, 100%. But I just think he brings a different dynamic to what they didn't have. He brings something different. So if Chet can do what I think he's going to do, I think he's anywhere between 14 to 17, and I think he's a double-digit rebounder.
So you think he'll get Rookie of the Year?
I think I think especially with Oklahoma City winning like they are, I think he's got a really good shot. Unless Wemby is 20-10.
Okay, and do you think SGA can get first team All NBA or even make a team?
I don't think that SGA should have been first team All NBA, but I do think that he's playing at an All NBA level. I think he will continue to play like that. I think he's now a 28 to like 31 a game guy. Defensively, he's a lot better. I don't think he's gonna make the All League defensive team, but I think he's right below that. I think we're gonna start to have that conversation about him being one of the better defensive guards in the game. And they have to win, which I think they're gonna win more this year. They have to make the playoffs for me to co-sign him being first team All NBA. They have to do that. But I do think he's an All NBA player. Yes, I do.
Okay. SB, what about you? Do you think do you think Chet will win Rookie of the Year? And what team do you think Chet will make?
I think like Chill said, or lose. I think he'll be in the conversation. It's hard for me to put him over like Wemby or Scoot. I think Scoot is probably the most NBA ready player that's in the draft, especially with Dame being out the way. He's gonna get more opportunity to look as good. And then obviously Portland with the young talent that they have, they're gonna win a couple games. So there's obviously gonna be a better nod to him. Honestly, it's Wemby's war to a lose. He pretty much, if he just play anything but not great, then he pretty much will lose it. But Shea, I think Shea will play around the same, but I think the point totals will drop because obviously you add more players to the team and change the dynamic. But I still think he will play at a All NBA caliber type of player because they still gonna need him to do that for them to win games. Because if he have a significant drop and they're not an All NBA player type level, I don't think they will be as good as they was or close as they was last year. And then with Chet, he could possibly make the All Rookie team. I think, as you said, Chet make the All Rookie team. I think he could. Obviously, I think it's a three-man race when it comes to Rookie of the Year. I think it's Chet, Wemby, and Scoot Henderson for me.
And SGA?
Oh, yeah, I still think he's going to play like an all-NBA caliber player. I don't know about first team, and I don't see him putting up 30. I think he probably dropped to like 27 points a game.
So which team, if I have to ask you, which team? First, second, third, or no team? What are you saying?
If I was a betting man, I'd probably say third, maybe second. Third. I'm going to say third.
Third, okay. Mars, talk to us.
I mean, Rookie of the Year is just dependent on if they play 65 games or not. I don't know if Wemby's going to play 65. I don't know if Chet's going to play 65. But assuming they both do, which I think is a very strong assumption, considering I don't think either one of them will. But assuming they both do, I think Wemby's going to win Rookie of the Year, so I don't think Chet will win it. But I think he'll play at that level. I think he might be the most impactful rookie in the NBA this season, just defensively, what he can bring. And then offensively, I think he's very polished. But I don't think he'll win Rookie of the Year. I think Wemby has kind of the narrative with him. And when you're the greatest prospect, maybe ever, if you're eligible for Rookie of the Year, as long as you're not a bust, I think it's likely you're going to win it.
Yeah.
And then with Shea, do I think he averages 30 again? I don't know, because he started getting to the free throw line a hell of a lot last year. I don't know if that's something that is going to happen again. Not that he doesn't draw fouls. I just don't know if he's going to get that same whistle. Also, I don't expect him to be as heavy on ball isolation. I think he's probably going to play more off the ball, which will make him a better player, but his numbers might overall go down. So I think he'll probably play an all-NBA level, but he might average like 26-ish this year. He might still average 30, who knows? And then all-NBA, because it's not position locked anymore, so it's just going to be the top 15 regardless of position. Right. He'll probably be third team. I don't think he'll make the top two teams, considering you got Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, Steph, KD, Booker, LeBron. Like, there's a lot of guys who I think are probably going to be ahead of him in the pecking order, assuming games played. So he'll probably make third team, but I don't think that's an indictment on him as a player or he got worse. I just think with the way the rules have changed for all NBA and stuff, I think he's probably just going to miss out on first team again. Well,
got you. Yo, Big Ox, can you answer both of them questions for me? Shea and Chet.
Yeah, like I said a little bit ago with Shea, I don't think he should have got first team last year. I could see him being third team this year for sure. Yeah, probably third team. Dame out here, I don't really mind. Yeah, with the Suns, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. The whole all league teams, all that's gonna be real rough this year. So he'll probably get at least third team. as far as Chet goes and Rookie of the Year, I never approved of the Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year awards. Those are corny to me. I don't care if you didn't play last year. They was in the weight room getting all the NBA workouts just like all the other guys were. They might not have played in any games, but as far as I'm concerned, you're not a rookie. With that being said, though, the NBA is not gonna be allowed to give anybody else the Rookie of the Year award besides Wemby. Wemby is the Rookie of the Year. The trophy already has his name on it. That's just how that's how the NBA works. It's just like how they gave LeBron Melo's award. They're not allowed to do that. So, Victor Wembanyama is going to be the Rookie of the Year for sure.
Cool. All right. James won league MVP outright that year. Give me a break.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year?
Yep, James won it outright. Give me a break.
Nah, we ain't doing that, OG. Don't do that.
Yes, we are. Yes,
if Jason Kidd and Grant Hill can be co-Rookie of the Year,
they could have did it.
I'm cool with that too. But you ain't selling me the logic that Carmelo Anthony won it over him. No, not trying to hear that. They won 15 more games that year.
It had Bron's name on it before the first tip off of the season. Melo outplayed him, and they just you know how the NBA works. Though.
They did the same thing, Big Ox. Melo didn't outplay him. They did the same thing. They averaged the same amount of points. They averaged the same amount of rebounds, and James averaged more assists. So no, they didn't.
And Melo won more games.
Okay, and last I checked, if I'm not mistaken, we'll start in the 90s. From 1990 to 1997, 7 of the guys that won Rookie of the Year team didn't make the playoffs. So the winning logic doesn't work. Let's kill that logic. In the 2000s, if I'm not mistaken, in the 2000s, I believe 6 guys in that decade, their team didn't make the playoffs. So the winning logic doesn't work. The fact that you led your team to the playoffs,
it does work.
No, in those seasons, though, Showtime, was there another rookie that played just as good, if not better, whose team went to the playoffs?
And he was a part of the reason why they won.
One more time. Big Ox. I'm sorry, I was listening.
You said that it was 6 or 7 guys that won it that didn't go to the playoffs. In those 6 or 7 seasons, was there another rookie who averaged the same, and his team won more games and went to the playoffs? Because if so, then that person got snubbed just like Melo.
Well, I don't remember. The guys that I remember winning Rookie of the Year that didn't make the playoffs, they won it with guys outright. I don't remember votes being that close. Now, I also don't remember teams, the Rookie of the Year being predicated on whether or not your team made the playoffs. Because like I said, a lot of those teams, a lot of those guys, they won the Rookie of the Year and their team didn't make the playoffs. So
it was on bad teams. Yeah, because I agree with your logic that winning don't matter when it comes to Rookie Year, but I feel like if the race is that close, then there has to be a different dynamic. Like you said, their numbers are pretty much similar. I think, and I was going to say that too, but somebody said in the chat already, I think Melo won Rookie of the Month almost every month. I don't know if LeBron did on his side.
They did. They both won Rookie of the Month every month for that conference.
Yeah. So now with that being said, now, like you said, if it's 2 rookies, they both put the same number, same impact. And then only thing you can decide the factor from is winning at that point or make him co-rookie of the year. But like I said, when you that guy, all LeBron had to do was just show that he was worth the hype, and he did. And the award was already had his name on. He was the most talked about rookie coming into the league before then. And the same thing with Wemby. So him and Scoot Henderson put the same numbers, and the Spurs are at the bottom of the West. And say if like the Blazers become a play-in team and Scoot Henderson is a big part of that, Wemby's still gonna get the award because Wemby, like Ox said, Wemby's name is already on it.
Fellas, we do got to move on. I love all of our LeBron conversations and everything, but once again, we got to move off of LeBron and continue.
My bad, Damo.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to talk about LeBron. It'd be enough time about him.
Yo, Damo,
it's crazy how we fall down that rabbit hole, don't we, Damo? Like when you go down that rabbit hole, it's an endless hole. Like you can't even. It's endless.
It's a grass trap, OG. You fall
it is, Joe. It's an endless. It's an endless.
I'm telling you, man. In basketball conversation, that nigga ain't about to be Voldemort to me, bro. Just don't say it.
I went through a stretch on this show where I just stopped talking about him.
I remember that, Mars.
Hey, Mars, I'm at that point now, bro. I'm at that point now, and the season just started. That sucks. I don't even want to regardless.
So you don't want to talk about the Lakers then?
Oh no, I'm a Laker fan. I can talk about the Lakers without.
That's how I feel about. That's how I feel the same way, B. I do. I feel the same way.
I can talk about the Lakers all day without mentioning Voldemort.
I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Let's just Exile Lakers talk from the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Shea 100% is going to be an all-NBA player to me. I don't think he's going to get first team again like everybody else because I think his numbers will dip in terms of scoring-wise because I feel like there's going to be emergence of Josh Giddey. I believe Chet, to me, and I guess I'm just super high on Chet. Chet's a 15-point per game guy, bare minimum to me, for just things he's able to do. His shooting ability and the playmakers that he's playing with and the guys he's playing with is going to offer him so many open and easy looks. And he's going to get so many gimme points. The way he runs the floor, runs the floor, fill lanes, and his motor is going to get him easy points. So I got him getting between 15 to 18 points, bare minimum in my opinion. I don't think he goes any lower than that. And the defense is going to be tremendous. Can he win Rookie of the Year? I'm not of the belief like everybody else up here that it's Wemby's to lose. I feel like in terms of, and I'm speaking post 2014-15. There's always been a rookie that no one's thought of or no one thought about that performs super well. And they jump in that conversation. There's always a guy that doesn't perform as well, so he's not in that conversation. And then there's somebody who performs to the expectation or to the standard. Is Wemby going to be the guy to perform to the expectations to the standard, or is he going to fall off? I don't know. I got to see. I think Chet – I'm trying to think back to these the past season I'm thinking about, which is Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, the guys that get drafted, get hurt, and aren't considered rookies, and they're rookies the next year. I'm trying to think. I listen. I'm not like
Joel Embiid was, but he only played like 20 games.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And that rookie race was close between Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons.
It was close between them. Yeah. But I'm trying to think. Typically, those guys end up winning, just because they're more. They're not real rookies. Like Ox said, they might be considered rookies because they ain't play a game, but you did everything else NBA players have done for a whole year, and you have that potential and that high skill to be a top pick. You're a good player, and you just developed at a rate that's not like these other rookies. So I feel like he's going to be in that same category. I think Chet can win the Rookie of the Year, but it's about like he's going to look like a legit hooper, and he's going to be classified as a rookie. What he's going to do defensively for this team is Wemby can go out there and put up 25 a game. The fact that he's playing, I think Chet's going to be a top 10 rim protector for centers. He's going to be a top 10 rim protector straight out the gate, and it's going to cause this Thunder team to be a legit team. The narrative push is going to be crazy. You know they love the great white hopes in the NBA, man. Come on, you about to see them? Hey,
that's a fact. That's not nonsense. That's a fact.
They love great white hopes, and I'm telling you now, watch the push Porzingis gets in Boston. I'm telling you, great white hopes are loved in the NBA. So, yeah, Chet's going to come out there. He's going to dominate on one end, play great on the other end, and they're going to push that narrative. All right, well, we got a 7-footer out here that can change the game any given time, and he's winning, unlike Wemby. Wemby can play great, and he's going to be out there losing games, and no one's watching because they have 6 televised games on TV. So no one's going to know to say that Wemby's doing good. So I think that's going to be a situation with that.
So, hey, Damo, so you said pretty much if Chet start playing like elite in the next 3 years, they're going to start chanting, build the team around Chet instead of Shea because the Great White Hope movement?
Oh, 100%.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron, it's about that time I got to bounce. But, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And for the chat, for the goofy in the chat, just so you know, LeBron James got almost 40 more first-place votes than Carmelo Anthony. So go do your homework before you talk to me, my man.
They've been glazing since 03.
Please do that. Go do your homework before you talk to me. Ron, I'll see you dudes tomorrow. Take it light.
All right, chill.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. I got a couple super chats I'm gonna run down, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the damn thing. Hey, by the way, tomorrow we are talking about the Miami Heat. Remember that whole episode got distorted, and some things happened, and we didn't quite get around to the Heat. But Dub will be up here to push his full Heat narrative and agenda and whatever else it may be.
Man, Dub a fake Heat fan, man. I'm more of a Heat fan than Dub, man.
You'll be able to push yours too.
If Dub don't come on the panel with an emo wig, he ain't a real Heat fan.
All right, y'all. Great warrior with the super chat said all the OKC guys can explode on me and my favorite team. Man, they future real nice.
I think that was a typo. I had to be a typo.
Be True 23 Be True 23 said chill. Make sure you let Jalen have it about the Cowboys beating the Niners.
Yeah, bad.
Niners beat the Cowboys.
Great Warrior also said James would be the 5th option. Not too much on Russ and KJ Martin.
KJ Martin not moving anyone, man.
Shout out KJ Martin. Drink More Water said, who are some players that seem like they are getting better with age? Lopez and Horford are a couple of players that I would have thought would decline by now.
Steph Curry.
I was going to fall down the rabbit hole again. I'll try my best not to say it. It was just
Steph Curry. Let's move on.
Yeah. Voldemort. Quay White said, I'm behind the episode, but can we stop acting like D Wade is actually credible? 4 years ago, he said the Celtics were the sole reason for the Heatles.
I mean, as much as y'all push the agenda that if you ain't played, you telling the truth, and now all of a sudden that player's incredible. Make up y'all man.
Who's more credible than the man who made the decision? I mean, I don't know.
Right. Make up y'all man.
If he's not credible, no one can be credible. I don't know.
Right.
Man, that brother done made enough questionable decisions that make me know, man. I ain't listening to shit coming.
I mean, life and basketball
just for the people who say that what they say goes. I mean, the person who actually went through it, they must be the most credible person. Sure.
They had to set the blueprint of why they linking up together. I don't think it was just the Celtics though.
Somebody finna get a whooping.
Yo, keeping it pushing. Winter said, how do y'all feel about Wiggins saying it wasn't Paul's fault because the team didn't have chemistry? Also, for the panel, favorite Halloween movie?
It wasn't Paul's fault, and I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
It was
Halloween.
It was obviously Draymond Green's fault.
It was 100% Draymond. Draymond Green shake the whole pot up with everything. Favorite Halloween movie? I don't know. Any scary movie would be cool with me. So I don't know.
Halloween.
The Conjuring. There you go. The Conjuring. The first Conjuring.
Halloween 2.
The Conjuring don't count as a Halloween when we do it. It's just a scary movie. I don't think they count, right?
I don't even know, bro.
Best Halloween movies: Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town.
This man said Hocus.
Oh yeah, that one.
Hocus Pocus. You spitting right now.
This came out of you real quick. Right? We'll be right back on Disney Channel.
Out of all the movies, Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town.
Halloween Town was cool. Yeah.
Halloween Town, yeah. That's
somebody said when Busta Rhymes beat up Michael Myers. That was
Busta Rhymes was beating his ass for real.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. We got a couple more super chats.
Yeah, come on.
Kilver with the super chat said, as a Bucks fan, I've seen Drew get cooked by Trey, Booker, Butler, and even CP3 while also shooting tour dates and provides no spacing to Giannis. So no, I'm not worried about Dame's defense. Our half-court offense lost us the series.
Hey, look forward to those Dame tour dates, man. But at least it'll be from 30 feet this time, so at least it'll look cool.
Long range tour dates.
My thing is at least when Dame like his tour dates, at least he rapping. You know what I'm saying? At least he a rapper. Like you know what I'm saying?
Like you actually get to see something on those tour dates.
Yeah, you know.
See long range bombs.
Hey, Dame gonna remind you niggas this year. All y'all gonna be seeing is this from me.
Yeah,
I have the. I think I have the Bucks.
We ain't forget. He ain't gotta remind me. I ain't forget. We know who he is.
I think I have the Bucks winning. I'm just saying Dame as
the second option is gonna be crazy though. That's why I said Dame is.
I still think he's the best offensive
first option.
On that team. Yeah,
I agree. First option.
Yeah, he's better than Giannis on offense. I think that 1,000%.
But who'll be more impactful on offense though?
Dame, because he's the
Chris
best
Middleton.
Player.
He gonna be the first. He gonna be the first option because he gonna have the ball. He's a chucker.
Yeah, he definitely right off that.
Talking about make 9 threes.
Yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Like, you're not gonna do it every game, but
it's not out of the realm of possibility, Ron. But if you make 9 threes, how many do you have to shoot? That's outrageous.
I mean, Dame can go 9 to 15.
23s a game, and they're gonna lose. If Dame shooting 23s a game, they're gonna lose.
No one can shoot 23s a game. That's not possible.
I mean, Dame will find
in a game. Yes, a game. No.
All right, y'all. Nike Pog said WSG player's choice. Just wanted to say hi and that I love these types of combos.
Hi, Nike Pog. What's up with you?
Hello.
Salute.
Hodge YT said, I know this is off topic, but I better not see Cam Reddish or Taurean Prince get more than 10 minutes in a regular season. AD MVP season on the way, though.
How do y'all expect them guys? How y'all expect them guys to actually be key role players? Y'all don't give them minutes. Y'all ready to give up on them already.
Cam Reddish just low on confidence right now, man. He just needs to have one good game and then he'll be back.
Yeah.
Somebody got to play. All right.
You got to play him if you want to. What's the point of signing them all? You got to find out who's going to be the key role players to help him.
I hope Cam Reddish play 30 minutes again.
Oh, damn.
Same.
I hope
season is done.
I hope Torian Prince play 25 minutes again.
That's reasonable. I can see.
I want Cam Reddish to play with 48, but we don't get what we want. That's cool.
I hope they start Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell 72 games out of 82, and I hope those three play 24 minutes together.
You don't see how they talk about Austin Reeves.
Damn, so you don't give a damn about Damo health.
That man gonna have a heart attack. Boy.
All right. You don't gotta say nothing. I get it. All right, last but not least. Last super chat of the day. Keem with the super chat said the Warriors will, in capital letters, shoot over 55% from the field this year.
As a team? With
Draymond
starting? What is wrong with you?
A team that takes that many threes can never shoot that high from the field. It's not possible. They take way too many threes to be that efficient from the field.
I hope they shoot 29% from field goal range this year.
All right, fellas.
Second round numbers right there.
I hope Dame shoot 35 threes again.
We about to get up out of here. But I do want to let you guys know on Wednesday, we will be doing our official Players' Choice Power Rankings for all the teams in the NBA. Yo, Ox, I need you to send me over your list of 30 teams, 1 through 30. It's going to be a culmination of all of us putting our list together, and we'll see exactly what we come up with. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all be cool until we back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, everyone.